And we are back. This is Dark Side of the Kingdom, episode number 5.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back. This is a video game podcast about video game culture, people who play video games, and video games.
There you go.
My name is Dean.
I am Percy, and we have special guests today. Yes. We have...
This is Jeff.
And from last week, a favorite of from everybody, we have...
Ian.
Yeah, the fans have spoken. Both guests were, great show last week. I will say... Maybe one of my favorite shows last week.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna agree.
Yeah, you brought the length, quality, money per dollar. Very great proposition for you guys.
Oh yeah, I think we'll have these guys back on again. Yeah. In fact, we have Ian on now, so
hey, there we go.
Look at that.
I always bring the length. Let's do this.
Dark Side of the Kingdom.
Leave it in your pants, please,
gentlemen. Put them back in your pants. End of the show. Third segment, we get a little randy, but we start off with a very casual "What you've been playing" segment. Very free form. Mm-hmm. Started off. Usually the guests go first, newbies first. Jeff, first time on the show.
How's it going?
How's it going, brother?
Good.
What have you been playing, sir?
Well, I actually just beat Blood Dragon.
Oh,
the whole game. I'm
revisiting.
done.
I like it. Actually, I feel guilty. I hyped it up. Didn't quite beat it yet. On the precipice of finishing the game.
So I'm the first, huh?
Yes. What is it? Initial thoughts? How do you feel about it?
It sucks you in.
Yeah.
It's immersive. It really is. I know it's not as graphically as Far Cry 3 is, but
yeah, it's a little has like that downloadable feel to it. It's not quite like top
not
tier
as crisp
AAA
as
but I mean some of it $14.99 acceptable.
I mean,
the thing about that is it's not as crisp, but I think it actually adds to the gameplay with what they were trying to do.
Throws back to the 80s vibe.
Very true. I mean, you still get immersed in the whole thing. So I mean,
Absolutely.
I don't think it really has anything to do with it. You're more involved with the story and everything, and the main character, which is fucking awesome. So
yeah. Ending. Did you feel it?
Try to be spoiler free.
Without spoiling
I'll try.
Is it a?
Don't be like our buddy Ian over here.
Welcome back to the show, Ian Booker's Comstock Morris. How's it for brother? Out of context, I won't mean anything. I won't spoil it too much. Without spoiling it too much, because I mean, it's not a narrative-heavy game. Is it good? I mean, is it rewarding finishing?
The ending of the game?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
If you were into 80s movies in any way,
love them.
The ending, my God.
Okay.
Totally worth it. It's like...
very campy, kind of...
Probably about... It runs for about a whole 10 minutes, and that's just like cutscene. It's great.
Is there any like... obviously, there's probably replayability because it being a Far Cry series, but
actually, yeah, because I already beat the game and you can still play. So.
Well, yeah, but I mean, is there other modes to unlock, or is there anything like that? Is there any special happen once you beat the game and play it again, or?
I'm not gonna say anything about that because that would actually be a spoiler. So.
Well, no, just say yes or no.
Yes, there
right.
is. So it's definitely rewarding after you beat the game.
Okay,
to keep playing, absolutely.
Perfect.
One of the reasons why, to kind of save face a little bit, why I didn't quite finish the game is I got kind of sidetracked a little bit. Now, did you beeline it through the narrative? Did you explore
Absolutely
a lot?
not.
Okay.
I explored pretty much everything I could, and then I'll try not to spoil anything, but once you start a mission, you have to finish it to the end of the game.
Awesome.
So there's no going back. But it does tell you that before you start the mission. So
cool.
That's where I fucked up. So.
I like that.
And just out of curiosity, like ballpark experience, like hours-wise, like...
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Well, how long is your
experience?
Yeah.
Well, it took me about a week and a half, but that's only playing. This is only playing like an hour or two a night. So totally, I would probably say 5-6 hours if you wanted to sit and play straight through.
Yeah.
But that's not going and doing all the little side missions either.
I think that's good for $14.99 downloadable title.
Totally.
Can't ask for much more.
Not too shabby.
Music's good, rewarding, cool. I like it.
Yeah, the music is fucking.
I have the
soundtrack.
soundtrack, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
That soundtrack is amazing. We played it before, and I think we're gonna play it again.
Power Glove is a soundtrack, doesn't it?
Yeah, actually, funny you say that is because I love the soundtrack. I did some research. Power Glove made the original soundtrack by them. Yeah. Fucking great music. They have other stuff that they put out.
Yeah, I highly recommend their Pokemon theme song. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah?
Are they like so they're not like an older band, right? They're newer, kind of like a newer ensemble.
I don't really know that much about them. I just knew about the Pokemon song. And
What's the name?
Power Glove.
Power Glove.
So, yeah.
All right, everybody check out Power Glove for some
Power
awesome
Glove.
fucking music.
Blood Dragon. Good stuff.
All right, cool. Ian, what are you playing about?
I've been playing Resident Evil 6. I picked that up. I got that for under $19, and that is worth under $19.
Yeah.
I've only played... I'm playing co-op with my brother, and we're doing the Leon campaign right now. We're like on the 3rd or 4th chapter.
Okay, cool.
There's so many decisions they make in that game. You're just like...
Do you think it affects the game really? Or?
Yeah, you're just like, why? Like, I don't know if I'm playing it wrong, but there's characters in it that have undodgeable attacks. So you constantly have zombies jumping on top of you. And you have nothing. You're going to lose life no matter what. There's nothing you can do to stop it. And you're like...
Very frustrating.
And then when you restart, sometimes the checkpoints are awful. And it's not like a game that you're like, oh, I don't mind doing that again.
Yeah.
I died, but I can do it again. I can get there real quick. No, you're just like trudging through these... And
What I heard, like you lose bullets like mad, and like you only have a certain amount of bullets. So it's like
okay, so you can play a couple different ways. I'm mainly using my handgun because that's how I play Resident Evil games. I use my handgun the whole time. I always keep my shotgun and big guns just for later for big guys. And my brother, and this one, this game lets you use more melee, and my brother is super into melee, so. We got to a point, and I'm completely out of bullets, and he has like 156 handgun bullets, and I'm like, you can't share bullets or anything, so I'm surrounded, totally screwed, and he's like, and he's still punching people. I'm like, could you please just shoot these people so I don't die? But that's not the bad part. The bad part is, it's like really bad soap opera storyline, which is kind of normal, you know. Resident Evil is not known for their A game when it comes to a Jill sandwich. But that's not the bad. The bad part is it just feels like really bad daytime TV. And then
daytime.
Daytime TV, like a soap opera. Like it's just like they're trying to make this love story in between two characters who have really no interest in each other.
Is it two guys?
No, well, there's one part with two guys. We're not there yet. I'm just talking about the Leon part.
That's what they just.
Army of Two style of games.
Oh my god,
it's like bromance.
Is it all bro?
I wish that would be amazing. It'd be way better than this.
High five and shit.
It's just. There's just a lot of decisions. You're just like, this is not.
No.
It's not. It doesn't feel scary. Like there's jump scares, but it's not Resident Evil scary. Like Resident Evil 2 still, I think, holds up, even though it doesn't look great. It's still a scary game, and still has that part, that feeling where you're like, I got to figure out what I'm gonna do here. I don't have enough bullets to kill these guys. I need to get by. I'm gonna have to run. I'm gonna have to figure this out. This game, you're like, I can get through these guys. I don't want to, but I can. And then I'm at this one point now where you have to swim. Swimming in a Resident Evil game is awful. It's like awful. Like God knows why they did this, and it's like it's terrible controls, and you have to look for air pockets. It's just like they keep,
What?
Breath limitation, basically.
Yeah, breath
artificial
limitations.
things. Yeah.
And you're just like, what else can you throw at this to make this more unfun?
I will say there's probably never been good swimming in a game, like third-person
Mario,
action swimming.
maybe.
I mean, that was like the first attempt.
Grand Theft Auto wasn't terrible.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't. Saints Row, I guess.
Or Echo to the Dolphin.
Echo to the Dolphin.
He's got a
Now,
point.
it's been a few games since Resident Evil's been scary, right? It's at least 4.
Four.
Four was great. Chainsaw still scared me because of that game. Chainsaw I just feel uncomfortable around.
Well, that's the best thing. If you died from a chainsaw,
God, it's so violent.
when you first died from it, you're like, holy fuck, my head is gone.
During this swimming scene, this swimming part, me and my brother are just thinking to each other, this is just like the NES Turtles game where in the dam where you have to get the bombs. That's what it feels like. I'm like, this isn't fun. I'm going to lose Donnie, and I'm not going to finish this fucking game. I'm so pissed off.
You can't lose Donnie. Once you lose Donnie,
you're done. You're boned. You're like,
Raphael. Why would they give us Raphael?
Raph and Mike are awful.
Everyone was like the worst. Yeah, Donatello was off. He had fucking range.
Yeah.
So
so I've been doing that, and then I've been
fuck
playing,
that game.
I've been playing Battlefield 3 on Xbox, which is fun, but I'm getting to a point where I'm playing with 100 kernels, and I hate them because you're done the game. Why are you playing? You were done. You hit 100. You cannot do anymore. You were done. Turn off your game. Walk away.
Wait for Battlefield 4.
Yeah, you were done.
Battlefield's mostly multiplayer, exclusive, right? Kind of.
Here's what you can tell about Battlefield. Disc 1 is the multiplayer disc.
Yeah.
Disc 2 is the single player disc.
He's playing on Xbox.
No,
I got it.
Oh yes, I'm playing on Xbox because my friends are playing on Xbox.
So basically, what you're saying is you're enjoying a quality live experience.
Yes, I'm enjoying the playing with my friends.
Matchmaking.
That game is so much fun when you play with people.
It is. I agree.
It's great to play with your friends, and you're saying go to A, be at A, everyone get to whatever.
Yeah.
That's super fun, and it's great. But when you're playing with people who are they're done. They're like, you're level 100. You're done. You did it. There's no reason for you to play this game anymore. You're done.
Yeah. End level multiplayer stuff is pretty discouraging, generally speaking. Once you get like people who just play that exclusively, it's very frustrating. It's hard to get in, enjoy, kind of thing.
Did you play through the single player at all, or?
I didn't even put that disc in my Xbox.
Okay.
The people I play with, I was talking to them like, should I play? They're like, don't even.
Yeah, I started it on the hard, and I got pretty far, and I was like, I'll just.
The best compliment I got from it was it makes a really good coaster.
It wasn't that bad.
I don't know.
I played through the single player and beat it. It was good.
There's far better games to use as a coaster than that.
Well, I mean, is there thought put into the narrative? Is it kind of like Call of Duty is very like narrative heavy?
Well,
Seems like
Call of Duty is more like action packed fucking movie style. And this is.
Well, so is this. Though.
This is so action packed, but it's different.
The story's way better. Yeah. I think.
Oh wow, Battlefield. I've to be honest, I haven't really quite played a Battlefield game. Is it like
Battlefield is fucking awesome?
Yeah.
And it comes to multiplayer.
Yeah.
It's a better experience than the Call of Duty because, say you get to a point where someone is just camping horribly, you have a lot more options to alleviate that problem. Like, I'll just get in a helicopter and blow your ass up. No problem.
Get a tank, run your ass over.
Yeah.
It's sick.
It seems like Call of Duty is more Rambo-esque too. Is Battlefield more like
You have to work
realistic,
as a team. If you don't work as a team, you're not going to win.
That's the only way to do it.
I like that. Respectable.
Like I said, that's the way. So it's best to play with your friends, and if they know what the fuck they're doing, you're gonna fucking.
And the best
own
part
everything.
about the game is you don't need to get kills to be beneficial to your team.
Nope. It's all about points, man.
Yeah.
Points.
Totally. So that's what I did.
Sounds fun. Sounds action-packed.
Sure, man.
I like it. Percy, do you have anything?
Yes. I started. I downloaded a game a billion years ago, and you know how we do it. Like we have like a billion games on our system, we haven't even played them yet. So, so I decided to try out House of the Dead Overkill.
Okay.
Anyone played it?
The Wii game. I know the Wii one.
I know. Well, I have it on PS3.
I didn't
so
know they put it on PS3.
They did. It was like it's like HD'd out.
Oh, cool.
And
I bet it's awesome.
it was fucking fun as hell.
like
I'll tell you
ridiculous,
that.
right?
Yeah. Oh my god, it's like over the top B movie style.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
Is it House of Dead? So is it the
Yeah.
light gun
Yeah,
shooter?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm rocking the move. Rock some move action.
Bringing it back.
And,
Do you have
yeah.
to play with the move?
No, I don't think so. I did. I didn't even check, honestly. I just like, want to try some move action, so I just rocked that straight from the, from the beginning, so rocked out. But it's way more a B movie style compared to the other House of the Deads. And
When's the last time you played the House of the Dead, man?
well,
This
I know
does not hold up
the
at
acting's
all.
are horrible, everything's bad. But this is like to the extreme though. I mean, like like it's all green,
and
like
F-words
like
here and there.
dude, yeah, they drop F bombs like every other sentence. It's fucking awesome. I just drop one now. So, but yeah, I just love the B movie style. It's like over the top, action packed, and it's just the acting is horrible as hell. But they meant for it to be bad. Like I said, it's supposed to be like a B movie. So, it's actually really really fucking good. Only problem I had with it was trying to calibrate the move with the. With the game, and that was a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah. What does that process entail for people who don't know?
Well, calibrating this, you have to point at the camera, press a button, and it'll say, yeah, we calibrated it, and you got to point to like the upper left corner, shoot, point to the bottom right corner, shoot, and then you're calibrated. Hopefully.
I often forget that it is a tandem with the PlayStation camera and the Move.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But I mean,
Was it pretty accurate? Did you feel good?
yeah, for the most part, I kept getting it wrong. I'm gonna try it again, but I'm one of those assholes who bought that fucking peripheral.
Did you hook up the Killzone peripheral?
No, I didn't. I didn't get it out, but I just practiced the move, and I was holding it like a gun. Whatever. So I think next time I'm gonna try it again, but with the actual fucking assault rifle peripheral thing. So whatever. But anyway,
I mean, you bought it. You got to
yeah, I went through a couple levels of the game, and it's really really fucking fun. I mean, if anyone's out there and you can find it for cheap, which it is, like on Amazon or whatever, I advise picking it up if you have Move, because that's a really fun move.
Are you playing by yourself?
I am by myself.
Would you like it if they re-released it as a new typing of the Dead?
I never got into that.
You
I don't know.
never played that
I know what it is. I've never played it before. So I mean, if they honestly, I've seen that in action and it looks fun. So if they did really re-release it as typing of it,
ridiculous.
Did you
I think
actually?
it'd be awesome.
You have played Typing of the Dead.
Yeah.
Got hands-on
I'm
experience.
a terrible typer, so I'm not good at that game. But I've watched people who are really good typers
Yeah.
just tear up in
Hey.
that game. It's ridiculous.
No better time than now with the smartphones. SMS of the Dead, Typing of the Dead,
Oh my God, that'd be ridiculous.
right? Some kind of
Yeah.
text
Texting
messaging
of the Dead.
That's
Oh my
a good.
God.
That's a good idea.
Oh my
That's free. Capcom, that's free. Or no, that's not even Capcom. Who is that?
Sega.
Sega.
Sega, yeah.
Enjoy that.
Sega. Texting of the Dead. Oh my God, I would play that right now.
I'll play right now. I also got. Sorry, I just had to
In real
remember.
time.
I just had to remember the name of the game. Okay, cool. That was one of the other games I played, but I also bought yesterday. I bought Donkey Kong Returns or Donkey Kong Returns
Oh,
3D,
gotcha.
whatever, on 3DS. So I know it was a Wii title,
Okay. Did you play on the Wii, or is this your first
It
experience?
was my
with
first
this?
experience
Okay.
because I don't own a Wii at all. So I passed on that one. I got it on 3DS, and so far it's fucking awesome. I love it. It's a totally throwback to like Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
And if you guys have played Donkey Kong Country, you'll know something right off the bat is the music is amazing, and so far this is holding up as well. It's the music's fucking awesome. It's just bringing back. It's like all nostalgia, so it's awesome as fuck. And a lot of things I heard about the Wii version was like people had a lot. They said it was too fucking hard or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm using air quotes. They were saying it's too hard, but I could probably imagine with the Wii remote. They said like the waggle was crazy. I'm not sure.
Yeah, one of the buttons is a shake.
Yeah.
I think it's the roll. So whenever you're doing any of that, so you can
oh my
imagine,
god. Okay.
Like any platform where you have to go like this and be like,
Oh my god, that'd be so fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
they
Okay.
just do, they
It's
made some poor decisions.
Safe to say,
Holy shit.
all
Okay.
forced Wii motion control sucks.
Oh,
in
it's
first-party
awful.
titles.
Awful.
Sorry.
Awful.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay, well, okay. Can imagine how hard it was then. Jesus Christ. For the most part, there was like two different modes they decided to make for this game. There was like the regular mode, which is like the Wii version, and then they made a new version that was easier for people to play through. Like you get an extra life, and you get some extra helpful things to help you through the game.
It's like an extra hit for each character.
Yeah, something like that. But I said, fuck that. I'm going old school.
Okay.
That's how I play. Dirty, baby. So I went and rocked, regular mode. And it is pretty hard. It is pretty brutal. It's awesome, though. It's bringing back a lot of nostalgia. So you die a lot, but I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to keep going. I got to memorize this and that. So it's one of those type of platformers where you got to memorize things hopping out of here and there. So so far, so good. I'm still like on the first little main area of the game. But so far, it is amazing, and I can't wait to beat this mother.
Did you download it or did you get a box copy?
I bought a box copy. Oh,
decisive.
I bought a box copy because I follow Nintendo on Twitter, and they were saying that if you bought it at Best Buy, plus I usually don't buy things at Best Buy really anymore, Amazon.
Okay. That's
You
right.
get
Slight plug.
Sorry, yeah. You get commission. and
checks in the mail.
If you
Thank
buy something from Amazon, make sure you put the one pariah so he can get his tokens.
Thank you.
His
Send
Amazon
it
tokens.
directly to my wallet. If you get it from Best Buy, though, I'm not sure. The deal's probably over now. But if you get it from Best Buy, you get the Mario's Lost Levels or Super Mario Brothers 2, the Japan version, whatever. So you got that for free. So that's why I picked it up from Best Buy.
Can I get that? Because I want that.
I'm not sure. You might be able
to
to.
go to Best Buy.
It was a pre-order thing.
Oh, I didn't pre-order it.
Well, I didn't pre-order either. I just went there and they were like, I talked to some broad and she was like, yeah, you can still get it. So
Some broad.
I talked to some skirt and no,
That makes it better.
Start get a little booze and Percy. He starts changing.
Yeah.
Shopping
yeah, I'm
broad.
gonna start degrading him now. Where's my sandwich? But no.
That should be your catchphrase.
You're spoiler man.
We're going
I'm
to Cafe
Percy.
Press
Where's my
after this, and we're printing "Where's My Sandwich" t-shirts.
Perfect. All right, I'm down.
An animated GIF will be coming later.
I hear they make way better t-shirts now too.
They do, actually. I will say, enter your DS OTK code and get 10% off on Cafe Press.
Great. And on a side note, earlier
Cafe Press is
on another podcast, me and Dean were talking about being man babies and being part of Club Nintendo.
Yep.
I actually registered all my stuff, and I got a little baggie in the mail to hold my 3DS, and it's like this big old red, nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. How would you feel like?
Let's go ahead and we're gonna.
It's not quite satin,
Yeah.
but
For the listeners at home, we are
and it's not
passing
quite
around the bag.
velour.
And Jeff, go ahead and touch that. What do you think about that?
Touch that, would you?
Describe that in real time.
how would you describe that?
Yeah,
Satin?
what do you think?
You know what? It feels
very
great. And
felty.
I don't know if you've actually. It is reversible.
It
is
is
reversible.
Oh, look at that.
It is.
And it has
but
a nice little tan color inside.
I got
Club Nintendo.
There's like
also,
there's two different colors, blue or red. I got red
It
again.
matches your
So
3DS.
And how many coins was it?
I think it was 250 coins.
And how many
so-
coins do you get for registering one game?
Not
50.
not that much.
It's 50.
But buying this,
It's free, sir. It's free.
When I got my 3DS,
Yeah,
like,
free.
well, I got a nice,
All
a nice
joking
chunk of coins.
aside, it's a very well made bag.
Yes,
I have my own.
very awesome bag. Thanks Nintendo. Please send the check again to @the1pariah, and it'll be awesome. Okay, to Dean, what are you playing?
Keeping, I guess, 3DS alive, spirit alive. Been a slow week for narrative games. Haven't really jumped in anything too narrative heavy. 3DS shop downloadable title came out a week or so back. Tetris Axis.
Ooh.
See this? It kind of trickled in.
I don't know what this is.
I guess it was originally a retail full price game, and then they released it in the Nintendo eShop, $9.99. Tetris, bunch of modes, And it's pretty fucking sweet, man. $10 package. You got over 20 different, custom modes. Classic Tetris, survival time modes. But then you got like tower climb, puzzle modes, different like unique new twists on the Tetris gameplay. But I will say the money making feature, the go back on this one is the 8-player multiplayer on the 3DS.
Holy shit! Really?
Pretty fucking fun, man. I will say I haven't even got into I did a quick one pass on all the modes. A lot of fun stuff, but man, I really got lost in the multiplayer. Pretty fun. Tetris with some minor power-ups and stuff, 8 players. Few things are more humbling than high-end level Tetris play. I will say, going into this, massacred, like totally just destroyed. International title, a lot of international players, a lot of Japanese players.
They will fuck you up.
Now I'm curious,
Yeah.
is that the same type of multiplayer as the PS3?
Tetris, I don't know, but it's pretty classic standard. Everybody.
In the PS3 mode,
Dean
if
doesn't have
you
a
do
PS3.
multiplayer, you can screw over the other people playing with you.
Yeah, actually, there is power-ups and levels, and eventually, so it trickles down.
I'm not a fan.
Love it.
Yeah, not as.
Well, playing with this guy,
Yeah, people can really.
Who is this guy?
This guy Percy over
Hey,
here.
Yeah. A lot of fun, man. Very telling too, because like you start off a multi-plat match with like 8 people, and it doesn't end until the last person finishes. So I started up a match when the first time I was playing. Okay, I lost 5-10 minutes in. Okay, whatever. There's like
Were you the
60
first one to
people left.
die, or?
I was like the second, third person to die.
Okay, cool.
I
Yeah, you
wasn't
held- that was fun.
hey, bro.
I held your own a little bit. That's all.
A little bit.
All right, cool.
And I set it down, kind of like was doing something, maintenance on, website stuff, whatever. Go back to it. I kind of forget about it. It was still on 20, 30 minutes later. I was like, oh shit, I have this multiplayer game open. I go back to it. There's still 2 or 3 people still battling it out.
Holy shit!
So I was like,
Okay.
so it can double-edged sword. Make sure you come with your A game. So it could be,
If you're hosting a game.
yeah, it could kind of suck. But a lot of fun, man. Very.
How much was it again?
$9.99.
It was on the
3DS shop, and apparently it came out as a full price $29.99 game. But as far as I could tell, it's one for one copy, so it's parallel version. So it's absolutely worth checking out.
Does it have a download play?
Yeah, download play so you can do multiplayer.
We should totally
We should
do
try
that.
it. We might do
I'm
some.
down for that.
I brought my DS.
Oh, he bought it. Yes, a couple
I
DSs
see.
around
My
here.
light was green. I think that was you.
In real time, our 3DS me's are talking to
There
each
you
other,
go.
swap around, sweet
There
pass
you go.
notes and stuff. Tetris, very
Having
fun.
better conversation than we are.
Inadvertently, I'm not sure how we should touch on it too much, but there's also another Tetris title out in the ether.
Yes, let's talk about
Let's
it.
talk about it. Let's talk about
All right,
it.
there's a Tetris title came out. Tetris Blitz. It just
Yes.
came out for the mobile generation.
Which I've been playing. Have you guys been playing?
I
at all?
actually downloaded it, and I was actually pretty happy with it, honestly. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten into the microtransaction shit yet.
I won't
but
get into too. That's not because I don't know.
You want to battle again? No. But, what I have played, it was really, really fun. So, I mean, it almost seems like a simplistic... They simpled it down.
It's
Me, I'm good English.
Yeah, it's great.
no. This
Get a
is
couple
actually
drinks and I'm
the
gonna
show.
be
We are
recruited.
drinking booze again, so we excuse our
Yes.
mumbling.
Yes,
Tetris for Dummies, maybe,
maybe.
maybe.
All right, they simplified the controls a little
Yes.
bit, but it's actually kind of adds to it because you have to have more of a strategy to get everything rocking. So it's really fun, honestly.
So there's no scroll tap to rotate the block. You basically there's like 4 pre-aligned spots. You kind of you pick where the block drops, and it's kind of like a 2-minute intervals. It's very each time you play is only 2 minutes, and it's hooked through socially. So Facebook, you play against your friends, build power-ups. A lot of DLC built into it, which is
That's awesome.
is there. But dude, the game itself, as far as Tetris goes, fucking beautiful, snappy.
Definitely a pretty
UI.
solid title from
Pretty fun.
EA. Thank you, EA.
EA, not so bad EA. They're not evil.
Notorious.
I don't hate EA.
I don't
like
hate EA either.
I love EA.
I just hate the flack they get.
I feel like
It's
I
bullshit,
get pinned on the pinned in the corner in the show a little bit.
No, I just hate the flack they get. I guess that's
I might get pigeonholed a little bit, so let's get back to NBA 2K13 news.
Oh!
Yeah.
I have been playing it, but I will spare you guys.
No, please. It's like,
Kind of going back to the show a little bit.
Okay.
We talked about the Microsoft stuff in the Microsoft press conference. This is definitely game related, so stay with me here. We teased Microsoft Halo Original TV.
yeah.
Apparently, I guess when Halo 4 came out, there was an original miniseries,
Mm-hmm.
Halo 4 Forward Unto Dawn, made for with parallel with the YouTube series. Apparently, it released on Netflix
Yeah,
as
I
a
saw
full
that.
release.
I saw that. I didn't watch it, but I saw that.
It was a live action series. I saw it a couple days ago. I was like, fuck it, very topical. Microsoft. I watched it, hour and a half.
What do you think?
For all of it was an hour and a half?
It was 20-minute individual
Okay,
release,
okay.
and then at the very end, they
So it's
released
kind of
it
like
as
that
a
Mortal
seamless-
Kombat,
Yeah.
the Mortal Kombat Legacy
Yeah.
that came out.
Going
years
in, I saw it. I thought it was like a joke. I had zero expectations. It was good. I liked it.
Honestly, good.
Yeah,
I will.
no.
You were just championship. We're a fan of B movies here.
Oh, I like big movies.
I think.
Don't get me wrong.
I think it is respectable. I think it's good.
I couldn't tell your sarcasm.
I wouldn't say.
sarcasm.
Yeah, this isn't. Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is like what Ian was saying from last episode is I don't know how you get. Was Master Chief in it?
Tease at the very end. I don't want to spoil too much, but basically it starts off 25 years before the Halo Combat Evolved timeline. So it's pre-alien invasion. It started off as like a cadet academy. It's a lot of teen angst. It has like a...
Oh, teen angst. That's what I'm looking for in Halo.
We're all like 20.
Perfect.
We're like mid-20.
I hope there was a lot of fist bumping.
On the
Was there a lot of fist bumping?
precipice of 30-year-olds.
Little roughnecks.
A lot of teen angst going on in this film. It kind of feels like a BBC kind of like Skins type of... So it's like a European brush. It's fucking a lot better than I thought it was.
Well, that's good.
It's dark. Seeing your favorite Halo characters visualized and brought to life, it was pretty fucking cool, man. I will say that they generally looked cool. The aliens looked cool. And after seeing that live action, whatever the fuck it is, miniseries, I am genuinely intrigued by what Microsoft could possibly do. Especially produced by Steven Spielberg.
Are we sure he's producing
I
now?
know.
I think he's producing
I think he just said, "Hey, Halo."
His name's attached. He's not gonna. He's definitely.
Buy Halo 5.
He's not gonna be on set, but
There's
his.
another thing to remember, though, is his name was also attached to the last Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah. So if you were talking
You
about,
know, I think that movie gets too much shit. I like it.
When's the last time you watched it? When's the last
I
time
know
you
it's
watched it?
I know it's bad, but come on.
When was the last time you watched it?
All right, well, hold on. Think about Indiana Jones. Like
this is a good tangent.
It is.
We're riding
It is.
We're riding it.
Go to Indiana Jones and watch Temple of Doom or any other ones.
Doom's good.
Dude.
I know they're good. I know they're good.
Shorty's
but-
awesome.
No, look. I know they're good. It's awesome. It's nostalgia, really, but it's still really good. But if you go back, I mean, the story is really stupid. All of them. They're like really dumb. Come on, Holy Grail and all that shit.
No. I can't go with you there.
Just because
I
there's
can't go
aliens
there.
in it. Come
The
on.
second one had the childish Temple of Doom had that like
I
lighter,
know it was
less
awesome.
than
Look, I'm not
rush, but come
bringing
on,
them
dude.
down because I love them. Temple of Doom is my favorite Indiana Jones movie of the series. But I mean, it's really not that bad when you break it down compared to all the others. Just because they threw fucking aliens in it, come on.
That's not what did
That's
it
not
for me.
yeah.
Was it the refrigerator? Don't
No,
say it.
that's not what did it.
Okay.
The part that did it to me was when Shia LaBeouf starts
All
swinging
right.
on the vines. You're like,
Yeah.
he's gonna catch up to a car, my ass.
All right, I'll give you that. That was
I
pretty
will
bad.
say you might want to watch it recently because I was right there with you. I was a defendee of Indiana Jones 4 when it first came out. I was like, an apologist. I was like, it's not really that bad. But I watched it recently.
It's a great term. That's what the Nazis said.
A sympathizer. I was a Lucas sympathizer. Not that bad. Where are we? I don't know where we are anymore.
No, we're.
And then you watched it again, and
Fuck, it's terrible, man. I'm sorry.
I'll check it out again. I'll watch.
Jump the Shark has been a tried and true term for filming for years. Killed and replaced by Nuke the Fridge. Very telling, right?
I don't care. I mean, I know it was ridiculous.
It doesn't matter
It was
because
stupid as hell. But
number 5's coming, so it might come. maybe.
yeah, that's be awesome.
Anyway. So video game movies.
Okay.
Halo, dude. I'm telling you,
Okay.
watch it. No expectations. You'll have a good time. If you even are remotely interested in the Halo universe,
Well,
it's just seeing stuff come to life. It's cool. It
well,
looks
okay.
cool.
If you never played the Halo series at all and you jumped in and watched this, would you would you need to have played the games or know anything
actually,
at all? Or
to be honest, there's no really like identifiable iconic aliens or Master Chief elements until the last 20 or 30 minutes anyway. So
Okay,
the
so
first, it's a lot of story building. It's a lot of very Starship Troopers, kind of like Cadet Academy stuff.
I love Starship Troopers.
You know?
Yeah,
Even though
me
it's
too.
terrible.
You
I
can't-
love
no,
that
you
movie.
can't fuck
Dude,
around
yeah.
with
The sequels,
the first
we
one.
won't defend, but the first one is fucking awesome.
Oh,
Agree.
yeah,
Yes,
100%.
definitely agree.
But yeah, dude, check it out. We'll see what happens. Check it out, people. Join us on the Facebook page. Share your thoughts.
I'll check it out.
Check it out.
Because I have I've never
Zero?
played any of the
Really?
Halos, nothing. So I'll
And-
check it out for you.
It's quality. Like I said, like going into it, I was expecting just direct to web, shitty quality. It looks good. The CG looks good. The aliens look good. There's genuine tension.
Well, people thought
But
about
yeah, dude.
they thought about that when the Mortal Kombat Legacy shit started coming around.
Yeah.
But that actually turned out pretty good too.
I
so-
saw the first episode. Did they actually finish that? Did they?
Yeah, it's
continue
actually out on Blu-ray now. So if you guys want to pick it up, you can go to your local swap meet and buy it for like $5.
Should have bought it yesterday.
Was
But,
it really good? Because Mortal Kombat 2 was so bad.
Dude, I know. Mortal Kombat 2. Look, Mortal Kombat, and Mortal Kombat 2, the movies are so bad.
No,
but
Mortal
they're-
Kombat 1 is okay.
It's like-
you can
no.
watch Mortal Kombat 1.
Yeah, you're right. Mortal Kombat 2 is just terrible.
What were they thinking?
when they turn into like their
Oh,
dragons.
oh my god! Oh my god! What? The special effects budget was like $3.
I know. It's so bad.
And it's like they literally tried to
awesome.
fit like every character. In the whole
It
movie.
did.
It was bad.
It's horrible. But like Mortal Kombat Legacy, they put some money into it and everything. So there's actually some pretty good actors in it too. So I advise you check it out if you haven't seen it at all. So like I said, just go to your local swap meet, buy them for $5 on Blu-ray.
Are they on YouTube? Because the
I
first
think
one was
they're-
on
I think-
YouTube, right?
Yeah, I think they're still on. I think they might still be up on YouTube. I haven't checked in like a billion years, but they're out and check them out because they're really good.
Because I remember like the goal they wanted to make a Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah, I think.
Are they close to that, or is that happening?
I have no idea.
I think they're making another series now, like another YouTube one.
Yeah, you're right. I think they're going to make it. They're going to continue off what they started. So
Cool.
I mean, when the first one came out, everyone was like, "Eh, it's gonna be shit," and they watched it and was like, "Wow, this is pretty good." So I advise, like I said, check it out on YouTube or whatever, Blu-ray, blah blah blah. Just check it out. It's pretty good.
Cool.
Way better than you think it would be for a Mortal Kombat movie.
Generally with these video game movies, go in low expectations. Can't go wrong too much, but there's some shitty stuff
All
in there.
right.
Until they made Double Dragon.
God. You know, I tried to watch that a couple weeks ago.
It's on Netflix now.
I know. I tried to watch that again, and we couldn't even get through it.
You can watch 10 minutes of that and you can see why Alyssa Milano was hired.
Yeah.
She's
Could you?
introduced by bending over. That's how her character is.
Yeah, I know. It
introduced.
was like, yeah, and you're like, all right, that's it. I'm done. It was the movie.
The worst part about that movie is Billy and Lee, who are brothers.
We're going into
one
it,
is
let's go.
clearly half Asian and one is clearly the whitest.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
If he had blonde hair, then he'd be like the whitest person ever. But
Yeah. Worth watching though. Totally worth watching.
no, it's not. Stay away from that movie, please.
It's
Watch
something-
Street Fighter.
No.
How do you get a
No.
good narrative out of like a fighting movie? Was the Chun-Li original storyline was it focused
Oh
on
my
her?
god,
Was
that
any
movie is
good?
awful.
I didn't
Right?
watch
That
that
movie
one.
is so
I
dumb.
avoided.
The guy from Black Eyed Peas is in that to play Vega for 2 minutes, and then he dies. You're like,
I
well,
just
that
remember
was
the
weird.
guy from American Pie was in it too, and like I saw like a montage of his lines from that movie.
He makes that movie.
Yeah,
He
like-
Chris Klein or Chris.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
He makes them. He's
I saw like videos. He always
his name,
it's supposed to be Shadaloo, but he says Shadaloo. I'm like, oh my god, he fucks up the shit all like hardcore, man. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Rough career for that guy.
I'm trying to remember. Does he play Birdie in it or something?
No, he plays Charlie.
Charlie. He
yeah.
plays Charlie. Oh my god, he makes that movie. But then when
Overacting like a motherfucker, man.
Chun-Li does her spinning bird kick.
She
She
does.
says spinning bird kick, and you're like, it's not that it's called that, but the fact you have to clarify it to the audience
Just in
makes it
case.
even better.
That's hilarious.
And the movie is so ridiculous.
All right, whatever. All right,
Okay,
What you been playing? What you been watching? It's all the same.
It works.
yeah, it ties it together.
Totally.
So people go watch Halo.
Yeah, Forward Unto Dawn, Netflix.
And
Low
go
expectations. Maybe drink. Maybe
I'll do it.
pick your poison of choice. Maybe
check it out.
get under the influence. However you do that. And,
Go watch
enjoy
Mortal
it for what
Kombat.
it
Also
is.
go watch Mortal Kombat Legacy. It's pretty good. You probably won't even need
Nice.
booze if you don't.
There you go. Also on Netflix.
No.
Oh.
But it's on the internet somewhere. Check
it
out
out.
YouTube. It's gonna be on there somewhere. So
Cool. And yeah, I think for what you've been playing,
rock and roll.
rock and roll, bro.
Totally.
Gentlemen. We'll be back with a very refined topic.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. We'll
it's
see
still
what-
kind of sketcy, but
Hold it
whatever.
together. We got it.
It'll be a conversation.
There we
We'll
go.
be back. All right.
All right, we back, kids.
And we are back. Thank you guys for sticking with us. Dark Side of the Kingdom, episode 5.
Yes.
Refined
Where are we
topic.
located?
We are actually. That's a good point, Percy. We never really identified ourselves. We are
No.
from Las Vegas, Nevada,
There
Sin
you go.
City,
Awesome.
Alta Studios.
What up, internet?
Hello, internet.
What's up,
You
everybody?
can find us on.
TheDrainage.net.
There you go.
Yeah, actually, we did
The
not.
drainage.
We're lacking. We're lacking on maintenance. TheDrainage.net. Check us on Facebook, Twitter. We're on all those good things. So when you hear us talk about things like GameWorks, you know that we're talking about Las Vegas area,
Yeah,
like we did
sorry,
last episode.
guys.
Gamers.
This
Missed
week's this week's
They're
episode,
reopening it. Big
that
deal.
one. Oh,
yeah,
did not know that.
kind of tying in. Excited for that. Excited for GameWorks. That's an emotion. Another emotion.
Nice segue.
Reaching.
that's
Emotion in video games. a very broad topic.
It is.
When we first talked about it, we were talking about maybe things that made us cry. We'll touch about those, but not so many of those. I don't know. There's not too many.
Well, maybe not something that made you cry. Maybe something, a little lump in the throat. Like,
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
I
You guys
can't-
aren't going to be talking about games that made you cry? 'Cause I gotta,
Perfect. You're first then.
short list. But
Yeah,
basically,
honestly, I think we wanted to go with anything really. I mean, I was going. We were kind of going for something that could be more, maybe like a little something in my eye, or
Yeah.
a lump in the throat, something more on the sad side. But you know what? Emotions are more than that. So let's just go a little, extend it out to, I guess, any sort of emotion. It's something that made you super happy or super fucking angry,
Okay.
or something that even made you cry or
scared,
like I said.
terrified a little bit.
There you go.
Things,
Oh,
Rob,
wow, this could be a long one then. Okay.
Yeah.
All good. So,
Anybody just want to dive in? Ian,
Um,
what you got, man?
when I was told about the topic, I just first thing that came to my mind. I don't want to talk about because it's a bigger game, and I want to get to that last. But I'm gonna go over like the little ones.
Okay.
and before you jump into, if there's any spoilers, please.
Okay, spoiler
Let
alert.
people know.
She dies.
No. Yeah. Spoiler alert. She's in another castle. All right.
One of the games that I've got a huge, like the biggest amount of an emotional boner, as it were,
Yeah.
was from God of War, just in sheer frustrating.
Wow,
I'm yelling
okay.
at the screen of like, there's a part in the first game that after I just fought with it for so long, I made a promise to myself to never play a God of War game ever again, and I've kept that promise up
Come
to
on.
this date.
Yeah.
There's a part where you have to push
Sad.
a box
That's sad.
on a conveyor belt, and guys are hitting you, and if you get hit, the box goes back. And I was so frustrated, screaming at the top of my lungs at my TV screen, screaming so much, like bloody hell, like people thought I was dying.
I like starting there because
Yeah, I was just so angry that I was like, I'm never playing these
Anger.
games ever again. David Jaffe, you're a nice guy. I'm never gonna play that game again.
Come on.
I'm sorry, dude.
That was a good one.
Never gonna happen. No,
I mean,
never.
You really
To be
struggled-
fair-
you
I
struggled-
was so angry. I'm like, why the fuck would you make anyone ever goddamn do this? This is no god. This isn't fun. This is supposed to be fun. This isn't a
Frustration.
video game. I want to play this to cool the fuck off, not be fucking angry. Fuck this game in the mouth. So I was done. Never playing God of War.
Well, you
again.
beat
Did you finally beat it though?
me?
Yeah, did you beat the game?
No, I stopped after and I
come on.
never played.
Well,
I told you, I made a promise that I will never play that goddamn game. That means I will
Bullshit,
never play
yeah.
that goddamn
I mean,
game.
to be
That's
fair,
bullshit,
playing
yeah.
God of War, once you slay the Hydra, you have sex with the two girls in the bed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
What else is there to do? You reach the peak of the game in the first
I guess
10 minutes. It's
I
like, what else
will
are you gonna do? What else are you
never,
gonna do?
Well, depending on your point of
ever
view,
play
maybe.
those games again.
You won't
I
know.
don't, not a big
Fuck
fan.
them.
of
He
God of War.
doesn't care to.
No, I'm
Trust
so
me, it's gratifying. You should
I
go
was-
back and revisit.
No, I'm still angry right now. Like just thinking about it just makes me I just want to break stuff.
Oh.
And then
Yeah, that's a good emotion because I mean,
Oh,
rage quitting, man. There's a lot of games that
oh,
got
man.
me.
I wouldn't even call it rage quitting because it's just
It was just
I
rage.
could
You
have
raged
I could
and you
have
stopped
stood up
playing.
and thrown my PlayStation against the goddamn wall. I was so angry. That-
Really?
And I know most people are like, "Oh my god, that's so easy." Fuck you. I hate that game. Man. That game is.
That's funny because I didn't have a problem with that.
I had such a problem with that.
I
Like,
know.
I guess.
so.
Maybe you just needed more practice and you'd be better at the game.
Did you play?
They should make games where you have to push boxes that are on conveyor belts.
Well,
you
I mean-
you have conveyor belts.
It's a challenge.
Don't push
yes.
it against it. No, that's dumb. That
Well,
is dumb.
don't you remember Double Dragon? Like when you fight a Bobo and you're on that conveyor belt.
No,
there's-
that's not a problem because you can jump kick and he falls the fuck off. You don't have to push a box and then get punched by people so you can
I'm
jump
just,
on a box.
I'm just saying,
Archaic.
There's
That's,
a,
No,
that's
no.
gameplay. That's
exactly
replayability. It's
Come on, man.
mechanics.
It's that's the thing. It's old school, man. You're old school. It's hard.
Okay,
You
in
gotta
Double
go.
Dragon 2, there's conveyor belts all the time. Like there's that like right for the end of the game, you have to jump from one conveyor belt to the other conveyor belt.
Yeah.
Right for
Well, I
the
think
boss.
that's Double Dragon 2 actually.
Yeah, 2, the revenge. Not a problem.
He knows
with
the
that.
Double Dragon.
I can do
Yes, he
that.
does.
I
No
like it.
problem. And I've died. And
Yeah.
that's an NES game, but you're like, whatever. That's God of War.
But no, but
no,
that-
God
that-
of War, they know better. They know better.
No.
They made that game, and they're like, go fuck yourself.
I mean, we're
No,
talking
thank you.
PlayStation 2. They know control.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but look,
no.
at least you have unlimited continues.
I don't care.
Double Dragon, you die
I
3
do-
years over.
my problem is
Done.
I
Here's
don't
the
have-
question. Here's the question. How far into the game is that?
Probably fucking
The
early.
first hour of
He's
it's
like,
done.
it's the first 2
I
hours.
see. We did the mini sex game
There you go. I mean,
because you have to. It's God of
Gratuitous.
War.
I think it's close to half, actually.
Yeah.
Close to
So
halfway
maybe
through.
half, maybe half. I just fuck
Okay.
that game. I'm done with that. So
Trust
I did
me.
that, and then another emotion I would get from games was the original Resident Evil games. It's one of the few games that scared me, and I would literally sweat playing the game. Like I would be sweaty, and it's really like I never sweat. I could run a mile and not sweat. Like, playing Resident Evil, I get gross. Like I have to take a shower afterwards, and it's not like my hands get sweaty. It's just my pits just gets gross.
That's very.
It's like it aims at a certain part of your
it
body to
scares me.
sweat.
Like, those are
Oddly specific.
when they, I know.
Go with it. Go with it.
When I was playing the GameCube remake, have you guys played the GameCube remake?
No, I never owned a
of
game.
It
which?
is so
I
gorgeous.
want to.
It's an amazingly gorgeous game.
I've heard.
Director's cut?
It's atmospheric. It has the red zombies in it, which run after you full speed.
Yep.
Awesome.
It is scary as hell. I couldn't finish that game. I was so uncomfortable.
Few things have got me more uncomfortable
How are
than
the games even not finished?
Resident Evil.
I finished most games because
I agree.
I like to be a
Yeah.
completionist.
Yeah.
But that game just scared the crap out of me.
That's
and
cool,
mind you,
though.
I don't know. I guess that's like 2002 or something. That game came out, maybe even before
Yeah, I think
2000.
Resident Evil 1?
Maybe 2000 for the GameCube.
Well, it was GameCube.
Like I
Yeah,
played
yeah,
the
yeah.
original,
Like 2001.
and it wasn't. It's not. You can only get so scared with pixelated blood, right? But Resident Evil 3. Not 3. Resident Evil.
The remake.
The remake for the
Hey.
GameCube, which looks amazing. It still looks great. It just scared me.
For
And then-
me, Resident Evil 4, just like the whole
Oh,
chainsaw.
2 is my
just
the
getting
chainsaw still
locked
scares
in the
me to
room
the day.
with
Yeah,
the
that was
chainsaw.
pretty scary.
The worst part.
I couldn't
when-
even. Yeah.
When I
very
played 4 the
uncomfortable,
first time, and you're in that building right before the chainsaw's introduced, and you hear the chainsaw outside,
Yeah.
and I'm looking around the building like, what's over here? What's over here? What's over here? Then all of a sudden my head is cut the fuck off, and it's so graphic,
That
it's
easy.
so violent. You're like,
Yeah.
I literally couldn't play for a day. I'm like, I gotta take a break.
No.
This game is scaring me.
It's like that game was not fucking around.
Survival
yeah.
horror, so we can start there.
Yeah, that really
Scary
scared me.
survival horror.
I'm down for that.
Did you guys play Clock Tower for PlayStation?
I know that game's scary, but I haven't played it.
I have
It
not.
was-
I've not
I did
played
play
it.
that game.
I've
Yes,
never
yes.
played it, but I've heard many things.
Yeah,
People
it's like
being
a
scared, and it's just like
super, less is more survival horror. Basically, you're like a young girl and you're like stuck in a clock tower, and basically you have no repercussion. You can't fight back. It's like a running type survival horror. So
Running and hiding.
running and hiding. Few things are more tense, and it was very simplistic, isolated, stationary cameras, and it was fucking pretty,
It was good.
very terrifying.
but-
Fatal Frame. Did you guys play Fatal Frame?
No.
I started it. But
What was Clock Tower
scary.
before?
It was pretty scary, yeah.
Before Resident Evil series, or
I want to say it was very early on PS1.
It was. I think it was a little before.
It might have been, yeah.
Cool.
So let's start off survival horror. So it was like Resident Evil 1. Was it Alone in the Dark was another first.
that was before, yeah.
Yeah.
Same
So
thing, I remember
generally,
playing
for
on
me, survival horror, you can't go wrong. Emotion,
Yeah.
scared. Do you guys play in the dark? You guys
Always.
I know.
completionists?
Can't
No.
do it.
I do.
Yeah.
When
Depends if there's people around.
I don't care if it's
I'm a big
if
pussy.
it
I don't
depends
know.
if it's a scary game like when Dead Space came out.
Yeah.
The Dead Space series started coming
original?
around. Yes.
Yes.
When it started coming around, I played that in the dark. I have surround sound, turn that shit up, and I'd only play it at night when I'd play this fucking game. And oh my god, I was so fucking scared. It was like the greatest. This game was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that too.
Interactive studio.
We got a
let's say.
chainsaw going
It's a chainsaw outside.
They're coming
we
to
gotta go.
fucking kill us.
No, but have you guys played Dead Space series?
I played a little bit of the one, and I played the new one, which I heard is not very scary, but I only played like 20 or 30 minutes so far.
Okay.
I feel horrible about this, but I've only played one and finished it. So
Oh,
I
you
have
finished
all.
it.
I have all three,
At least you
but I've
finished
only
it.
played one.
Feel good
At
about
least
it.
you
Feel good
finished
about
it. At least
finishing
you can go back though, so that's fine.
Absolutely.
Dean, if you jumped into the series,
I haven't
at
even
all?
scratched the surface. So
None?
but I'm
Okay.
I'm looking forward. I think we talked about it a little bit, and
Yeah.
you said you want to start with 1, 2, and 3. Play it.
Yeah,
through
it just
trilogy.
goes through. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, when you start the games, if you're gonna start from 2 or 3, whatever, it tells you what's happened up to that point. So
I like the concept that you're not a warrior.
Yeah, that's
or
what-
Space
that-
Marine
that-
fighting.
see, that's
I like
what-
that.
see, that's
like
what-
Alien, the original Aliens, like that.
exactly,
You know what
this is kind of what made you kind of be. What the fuck am I gonna say? Like, if you want to be more with the guy, the main character of the game, Isaac Clarke, because he's not your typical. He's not like a hero type guy. He's not like
Yeah.
a Master Chief or
Rambo type.
Yeah, a Rambo guy.
prototype.
He's an engineer on the ship, and he has these tools to fix the ship and blah blah blah. And what happens is these necromorphs, that's what they're called. They come out and they're actually people that just get ripped. Their bodies get torn up to the point that their bones will rip out of their flesh and become weapons. So these things they're like the weirdest looking shapes, and it looks scary as fuck, and they run around all crazy. But during the ship, like, you'll be running around by yourself. For the most part, you're all by yourself, and you'll just hear noises like metal clanking, and you're always looking around your back and trying to see what the fuck's going on. It was like the scariest fucking thing, especially like I said, if you have like surround sound, oh my god, this game will fucking scare the shit out of you. So I advise playing that game. It's fucking scary as
I'm very excited to go back and play those games.
Please.
If you have headphones, play it in headphones instead of surround sound. It's worse. It's
Yeah,
absolutely worse.
It's even worse.
Another game that's great like that is Fear, the first one. If you play
Oh,
that
yes.
one,
Ooh,
you
yes,
play that
yes.
one with headphones.
Okay, that was the first-person
the
shooter.
the first 10 minutes of that
Oh.
game, you go through like
Yeah.
this. You go through like this storage facility type thing, like in between the room where this guy's tied up. And if you touch the shelf, things fall over, and that scared the crap out of me. I'm walking all around like, okay, and I have headphones on. The headphones make that game.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, just a bottle falls over from this thing you just nudge by accident, and you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking die.
What'd you play it on? Did you play it on?
I played it on the computer.
Me too.
Ooh, very
Me
nice.
too.
Oh my
Yes.
god, the game is so scary. They do great atmosphere stuff in that.
They do.
And what's funny, well, I had a really great time with that because it was really scary. Then the first thing you see in that game, like, is a person on a chair, I think.
Mm-hmm, yep.
And right away I shot him right in the face, not realizing what was going on. I'm like, I'm gonna just shoot him. I'm gonna kill him because I'm kind of scared already. But that was
Shoot first, ask
Oh
questions
my
later.
god! And then
Exactly.
isn't
It
it like
happens.
your partner? I don't know. Something. He's not even a bad guy. Or,
No, it's like a crazy part of the
Yeah.
game. But I mean,
the game is scary.
it's definitely a crazy game. It fucks with you the whole game.
Yeah.
And there's points where you'll see random people walking around, and you go walk up to them, and they'll just turn to ash and just like
shit.
fall to the floor. And you're like, holy fuck, who the hell is this? Oh,
I
you
think I saw a clip too of like the hallways filling with blood and stuff.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's
yeah.
very-
You'll be walking down
surreal
yeah,
type
exactly. You'll
stuff,
walk
yeah.
down a hallway, and then a flash will come, and then there's just
Yeah.
blood going down the sides of the walls, and you're like, oh my god. And there's like this little girl that Alma, I believe her name was.
Yes, it was. Yes.
She's
She
like,
shows up.
seeing
Again.
her.
Children are creepy.
Yeah,
Yes,
what,
we know.
yeah, exactly. Once you saw her, you're like, I don't want to walk forward. I don't want to walk towards you because something's gonna happen to scare the shit out. You don't want to do anything. So, yeah, I played it on the PC as well, and I would play with the headphones on. Well, I would play the headphones around my neck. I'd pull the headphones
Way to commit.
down.
Way to
way to
commit.
go, buddy.
Yeah, I was that scared. I would pull the headphones down, and because it was just fucking scary.
Yeah.
It was good.
Oh, yeah, good man. Silent Hill too, another just
Oh.
great
Yeah.
survival horror. The first one
Yes.
Yeah, well,
specifically.
the best part was the fog.
The
You
fog.
couldn't see anything. You're just
Nothing.
like,
sound designs, the radio.
Oh, the
just
radio,
Yeah, the
static
radio
stuff.
crackled.
Still scary as hell.
Good stuff. The Room is pretty good, like
Christ.
the remake, but I mean, Silent Hill.
Apparently, the
good
new
stuff.
one they re-released of the first one is awful
Yeah.
because they got rid of the fog and
yeah,
everything.
Oh.
yeah. It's a
like-
bad port.
Oh. Okay, back to me because I'm important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ian, how
The
you
other
been,
one
man?
Kojo.
that used to get me was Heavy Rain. Did you play Heavy Rain?
I played it. I never
Okay,
beat it.
So I got to a point. I didn't beat Heavy Rain
Oh, thank God.
because I got to a point
It's a,
where
hey,
I
come
got
on.
so uncomfortable.
Potential spoilers.
I just couldn't play anymore. I'm like, I just do, like.
That's
there's a-
actually happened to me, but I'll let you finish.
There's a part in it where the Father of the Year character in it.
Right?
He's in this hotel or some apartment or a motel where he's told he has to cut off one of his fingers or something.
I never
and
got that
You
far.
go around the room finding what you want to use to cut it off with, and you're just like, this is awful. I don't want to do any of this.
It's like when you were a little kid and you get in trouble and someone
Yeah.
tells you to like,
Pick your
"All right,"
poison.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Go take a branch off that tree. I'm gonna hit you with.
And then, but the part that did it for me was there's a part where you have to crawl through these tubing. I don't know what exactly the tubing is, but there's like glass and everything, and you have to crawl over it.
Yeah.
And there's just physical emotion. The guy he's just moaning and stuff as he's crawling through it, and you're just like, this is fucking awful.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a part of this. So I turned it off, and I'm like, I'm fucking done.
It's kind of a
And
double-edged sword with
I
these
had my
games.
friends spoil it for me.
Please don't spoil it for me.
And of course,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but of
Thank
course,
you.
the character that I like the most ends up being the guy who's the best. And you're
I
like,
already know what
and
happened.
you're like, I can't. It's just my luck. Either every time my
I
favorite
wonder-
character either dies or becomes the bad guy, and I get pissed off every time.
But you know what? But that's the thing with Quantic Dream is that they're really good at
Oh
the
my God,
emotion
yeah.
shit. I mean, a lot of the time it seems like a movie, really.
Oh yeah, it's more
Absolutely.
of a movie.
It's
than
like
an
yeah,
experience.
it's like a movie based on in a video game system.
Yeah.
But Quantic Dream is really good at pulling at your heartstrings and.
Have you guys ever played a game where you're just like, I can't play
Yeah,
anymore? You're
actually,
just uncomfortable.
you know
You're
what-
just, I'm done.
I'd have to take a break.
At the
but-
beginning of Heavy Rain, when you're in the mall and you lose your son,
Jason,
yeah.
Jason.
Oh,
Oh
terrible.
my
you-
god, your dumb
you-
fucking dad
well-
is terrible. Get
well-
some leashes on those kids.
Well,
Yeah,
first,
yeah.
first you get creeped out by the clown that's in
They
there.
didn't bother me.
That was really
Clowns.
creepy looking. But
Clowns are hit and miss sometimes.
well, this clown was really pretty creepy. Probably not as creepy as the clown from that Wii, what the fuck, Capcom game, Wii game.
Wii game?
Yes,
Clown?
yes.
Mad World?
Capcom. No,
Clown?
you're in a mall, dude. What the fuck can I remember
I don't know
this
what
game?
you're talking
Dead
about.
Rising, the
Yes,
zombie clown.
yes,
That's
yes,
not-
yes.
Dead-
That's not. It's an Xbox.
That's
game.
Xbox, man.
Killer
Oh,
Clown,
whatever.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Great movie.
Okay, we'll go-
Great
yeah, we'll
movie.
go there.
Still
All
holds
right,
up.
getting
Still
off,
holds up.
totally off topic. Whatever. Clowns can be creepy.
Fucked up clowns.
Anyway, but I mean, like I said, Quantum Dream is really good at pulling the heartstrings, especially like that scene when you lose your son.
Yeah.
Because you get so attached to the characters, they know how to get you attached to these characters to the point like you're in a big mall and there's a shitload of people in this mall. There's like some
Yeah.
sort of event going on, I think, or it's just
I think it's just a mall.
it's
Just
just
a
a
normal
busy,
Saturday.
Yeah, I think
crowdy.
it's just a mall.
It's just a crowded mall,
And you're just a terrible father.
and you're a horrible father.
Father,
Oh my
yeah,
god,
like
he's
you said.
awful.
It is because you lose sight of your son and he's gone, but he's holding a balloon.
Okay.
And
So the balloon's in the crowd. You have to
And
like-
you
Yes,
follow the
yes.
balloon.
Nice.
exactly, but there's like a bunch of
Visualize
other
this.
kids with balloons
Yeah.
running around. So you're like, Jason, Jason, and it's just
Actually,
It's pretty accurate, actually.
That's a transcending quote because I've actually heard that in memes. Jason is
Yeah,
I've heard
exactly.
that scene
But the thing is,
parodied a few places.
it pulls at you because you're just like, oh my god, where's my son? What the fuck?
As bad as that is, though, later on, when you after your kid's gone,
Oh,
yeah.
and then you,
Spoiler. Well,
no,
Spoilers
your
in it.
kid
is
dies,
so
your
old.
first
It
kid
is so old.
dies,
It's all good.
and you go back, and your other kid's still with you, and you got a divorce because your wife's a total whatever, you're a terrible
Yeah.
father. Understandable, I guess, but still whatever.
Yeah.
And your son's just like treats you like you're a total piece of shit. You're just like,
He
could
does.
this get any
Oh.
worse? Oh my god!
Right, I
You're
agree.
just like, no, I don't need to, Dad. It's totally cool. It's like, fuck you. I made this food for you. You're gonna fucking eat it. You're gonna like
Exactly.
it. Shut your goddamn mouth.
Again, I'll give props.
Pulling on the heartstrings. Ungrateful
It
kids.
totally gets you. It
And-
totally gets you.
Big like I
The,
said,
the
you
best
get-
part about that, though, is that happened at the beginning of the game. Like, that's
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
first thing that happens, and it sucks you in right there.
It does. Like I said, Quantum Dreams are good at.
'Cause they
fucking-
did,
they're really good at doing that. And like I said, when you get to the kid who's like, he's just a fucking dick to you. You're like, God damn it, what can I
And
do?
you try
gonna
so
punch him in the face.
Exactly.
hard.
You're like, what the fuck can I do to please this kid? And it's just like, I can't do anything. I made you a sandwich. We'll go play
Whoa.
outside. We'll
Back
do
to the
this.
sandwich.
Back to the
Fuck
sandwich.
off. All right, we're.
All right, I'll
How do
take
you
it.
make Jason a sandwich? No, but
Jason's dead. Remember? You
God
put her in
damn
his grave.
Jason's
He
dead.
died.
It's all
It's
for
your
now.
fault.
All right, whatever.
She made the
So-
sandwich. Now the sandwich. Who's gonna eat the fucking sandwich now?
That's why she divorced you.
God, yeah, sorry.
No sandwich.
Oh my
I'm a
gosh, she
horrible
was
father.
awful.
All right, whatever. So, yeah, it's just crazy because you, like I said, Quantum Dream's really good at pulling
they're
the heartstrings.
so good at that.
They just make you feel like a piece of shit. And you're just playing the game. So, props up to Quantum Dream with that.
Okay. They did also Indigo Prophecy. Did you guys
Yes.
play that? Was
Yes.
that any good? That
I
was
started it, but I never finished
Yeah,
it. but-
PS2. type
I think I
game.
started on the PC, but yeah, it throws you right into this. You're a character, and you're in a bathroom, I think, and there's like a dead guy, and you wake up in the blood, and like
Choices.
it's like you killed him, and you got to figure out how to get out of it. So I mean,
I
yeah,
like it, I like it.
yeah, it's definitely a pretty fucked up game for the most, from what I've played anyway.
Yeah. It seems like that formula for games like the Heavy Rain, I saw that they kind of mastered that. It'd be
Oh,
cool
yeah.
if since they got like that system down to see more narrative in unique narrative stories being told through that medium. Could be
Oh
cool.
yeah. Well, with the new game coming
Because
out,
it's short though, right? Heavy Rain's like what? How long to finish that thing?
I don't think it was too short, really. But I've never.
I didn't
beat
finish it.
None of us-
Nobody here is
none
finished
of
the
us-
game, so
None of us have beat it
We should
yet.
probably have one of those parties so we can
Very
go
emotional.
cry together.
Yeah.
after.
Let's
Like
do that.
Oprah's book club of video games.
I'm down for that. Let's do that.
Yeah.
And then from there, I would say the game that had the biggest like emotional effect on me was probably
Way to set it up.
I know it. I know the
Perfect.
name. I know the name. It is called Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh, very nice.
Oh my God.
Interesting. I was gonna bring that up.
I
Let's
mean,
talk
too.
about
I
it.
was talking about that too.
I love that game. That game. I bought the HD one right away because I love anything that Team Ico makes.
Do you have a 3D TV?
No, because I don't like 3D.
I'm just saying, but
I heard it's amazing in 3D.
it is.
Is it really?
But
It is really
that
good.
game, I could probably play that like
Yeah.
every day because it's just the fact
Now
that
let's-
you could just go on in any direction and not see anybody and just see beautiful landscapes.
No.
It's just the balls on that. But when you get to the end of that game, spoiler alert,
There we go. There we go.
when you find out like the Colossuses aren't evil or mean or bad, and there's really no reason for you to kill them, other than you've been told by this magic person that I can totally bring back your girl.
Well, hold on. We gotta. Why are you fighting these people?
It starts because
There you go.
you're assuming your significant other is dead,
Mm-hmm.
and it starts with this amazing epic
Build up.
score
There's a lot of
and build
build
up
up here.
of you. She's on your horse and you're walking her into this cathedral type thing, and you put her on the altar, and then this godly voice tells you these instructions about if you go after the classes, I'll bring them back, and you keep doing it every time.
Yeah.
None of the classes are bad, and the only time they attack you is when you attack them. And they're these amazingly designed, amazingly like sweeping movements and story, and you're just like you're on this character, and when you're actually like the best part of the game that makes it so much emotional is the score. Like when you're on the back of the Colossus and all of a sudden it goes da da da, like it just sweeps like John Williams.
Yeah, it's
and
like
you're
it's
just
very
like,
it's all like an orchestra.
oh, it's so great, and you just kill this thing, and you're done.
And it's very like haunting.
Yeah,
Just
it's super haunting.
The
And
landscapes.
I don't know when
very
if you
desolate.
guys play. Whenever I play, after I kill the Colossus, I run away from it as fast as I can
Yeah,
get away
yep,
from those things.
yep.
It's far. I'm like, I'm gonna make it this time, and you never make it. And then when you get to the end, and you find out. I don't want to say exactly what happens because we probably shouldn't. But you get to the end, you're just like, you feel like such a piece of shit. Like, is it worth it? Is anything really worth it? Is this life?
So basically, what you're saying is
a game,
a
really.
metaphor for life.
oh my
Absolutely.
god, it's just so great. But the best part is how they like. You don't like when you start off, you're like, oh, these classes are totally bad. I'm gonna totally kill them. And then when you find out, like, it's not like you really find out, like they're never specifically told, but you figure it out.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're just like, and the best part of the story is it's not fed to you of like, oh, you should be sad and this is emotional because this thing is dying.
It's like guilt, built up
you
guilt.
learn it through just
exactly.
by playing.
It's weird because once you get up on like a Colossus, you feel like with
Kind of connected to it.
Exactly. Well, with the
Physically and metaphorically.
with the music and the score
And with the
everything.
sword lunge through the
Yeah.
skull.
Well, when you get that with the
Literally.
music and the score and the build up and everything, you're like, oh yes, I finally made it on top of this Colossus with weak point, and you start stabbing it, and it just makes
And it cries.
yeah, it makes this a big cry, and you're just like, why am I doing? I feel bad stabbing this thing in the head, and then it'll throw you off. I gotta get back up on it, but. Once you actually defeat one, you kind of feel
It feels
like
kind of amazing.
yeah, it feels awesome, but then you
Whoa.
feel like a piece of shit.
Yeah, oh my god. It's,
Because, like Eva said, these things don't attack you at all until you attack them. So it's just
it's just such an emotional
It
roller
is-
coaster of a
it-
game.
it
and how
is.
they're able to do it with such little dialogue and like
that's great.
and
Less is more kind of design.
it's less is more, and literally the soundtrack makes that game. The soundtrack makes this epic event, and then you just get to the end and you're like,
God damn.
oh god damn it! If I could go back, I'd still do it, but I would still feel like shit.
Yeah, no.
Like even when you're done, you feel like shit at the end of that game. No matter what, you cannot finish that game and be like, "Fuck yeah, I fucking did it." You're gonna be like, "Fuck yeah, I fucking did it."
It's such a
I feel like
letdown
an
on
asshole.
your. It's a letdown on yourself.
In the
that
best kind of way, though.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
You could not have a better letdown.
There is a payoff, and it's just like I said.
And I think the biggest letdown is The Last Guardian is never gonna come out.
Vaporware.
Oh my god.
Talk about emotions.
it's coming. It's coming. I believe it. I believe it's coming.
Yeah.
But,
So those are the biggest games in my history of video gaming.
Kind of, yeah.
That just like
I liked where you're going with
got me from fear to anger to fear
Yeah.
to like just sadness,
whole
where you're
thing.
just like,
Going back to games that you've gotten so uncomfortable that you couldn't quite finish and you had to stop playing. I have a title in mind.
NBA 2K12.
Might be kind of decisive. The emotional distraught of not being drafted by the team that you want to get drafted by.
Ouch.
Emotionally
That cuts
uprising.
deep, doesn't it?
Episodic gaming. It was a survival. What?
I know what this-
Adventure
I
horror
think I
game.
know where we're going here.
I got
Talking
to.
Walking
It had
Dead?
to.
We're
I got to
talking
chapter.
Walking Dead?
I got to chapter 3, but I was doing supplemental.
Oh.
Come on, Leslie.
have-
Welcome
That's
to
it.
the Ian Show.
We all know
What did you
what-
think about The Walking Dead? bro?
Let's tread really lightly because I've only done the first 2 chapters.
Oh.
No,
So here's the
And I
thing.
really
Here's
want
the
to
thing
know. I
because
really
I got
want to
to. I got to
It's-
chapter 3 and I had
okay,
to stop
nope.
playing because
Okay.
I replayed every
I'm
chapter
sorry.
at
There's
least.
gonna be spoilers
Please
here.
don't, please
There's
don't.
No,
It's so
I
hard.
didn't
We
finish
have
it.
to.
I didn't
sorry.
finish it. I didn't finish it.
I don't care. I'm sorry.
Percy and I have both
We have
finished
to do
and,
this.
Well, let me just finish what I was saying.
All right,
All right,
go
I'm
Can
sorry,
we
go ahead.
try to walk
Good.
gently?
Let me just finish what I was saying.
I'll tread as light as I can.
Be polite about it. Just
I
be
will.
polite
We'll-
about
we'll
it.
Don't
try.
want it to
All right,
be
all right.
ruined.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, calm down, everybody. Just relax. Everybody breathe. The Walking Dead, a very decisive. Emotions are rampant.
For
in
the
the room.
for the record, we're talking about Telltale, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Telltale.
The
Not
emotion-
that horrible game they released later.
Yeah, The Walking Dead, the Thetis or
Yeah,
Norman
yeah.
Reedus,
The,
a
yeah.
solo campaign.
Daryl and
The tension in the room,
Meryl.
the excitement is palpable.
Merle. All right, go on.
Yeah, it's Merle. Merle.
Merle.
Merle?
Might as well be
Mur-
Meryl. It
Murica.
doesn't matter. At that
One of
game.
those is a Pokemon.
Murica.
Sure.
All right, go ahead.
He involves something. The Walking
A
Dead,
zombie, apparently.
adventure game, choiceful game, decisive. I got to chapter 3. it was so fucking difficult progressing through that game because just the emotional attachment to characters, kind of like where you were. I couldn't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about them potentially ruining this game for me.
Hold on.
I wanted to finish it.
Since Ian has gotten
I couldn't finish it.
the least into the game.
you
Let's
played
hear
the
from Ian
first one.
first.
Did you get to the part where you have to ration, like the
I
rationing
got
of
to
food?
the point where
That is chapter 2.
no, I didn't do that. I didn't get that far. I got to the point where you have to pick who you want to live, the chick with a gun or the fat guy, and I
It's
saved
so
the fat
fucking
guy.
That's chapter 1.
Like,
That's chapter 1.
Because I was like, I need to save the fat guy because this girl is probably
Yeah.
useful, and I don't like to be useful in anything.
The girl had a gun though.
Please,
why I didn't save her.
What happened?
I think what I need to do is just fucking nut up and just say I'm gonna live with my choices because I'm trying to make everybody live. I can't
not
just
gonna
let people
happen.
die.
It will not happen. Sorry to be a spoiler, but it will not happen.
Yeah. I might just walk out of the room, let you guys
but
let
seriously-
Jeff and Percy talk for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to walk out because I do not want to be missed.
'Cause I mean,
I
I feel-
really want to because I've heard so much about
'Cause
this, and I
to
just
be
haven't
fair-
had time to sit down and play.
To be fair, before we spoil it,
Okay.
I will say, as a video game, this
I'm-
might
I'm-
be the fucking modern day fucking what was it, Rosebud? Like this for gaming. Fuck, just like
I think that
narrative
reference is
storytelling.
gonna be lost on so
Yeah,
many people.
exactly. No one's
People
Okay,
know.
hold on.
People
Listen,
know, dude.
anyone who's listening to this, if you haven't seen Citizen Kane,
There you go.
do yourself a favor.
Watch
That movie.
Absolutely.
It will change your life.
It will change your
Now,
life.
I'll say
Basically.
this as somebody who's actually finished the game. I don't really want to ruin it for the two of you.
That's what I'm
because
saying.
It's
I
that,
do.
Because I
it's
mean,
that good.
Old Boy, totally aside.
Holy
if you
shit.
spoil that movie for somebody, it will totally fuck up the experience. Is that the kind of the same thing for
Oh,
Walking
absolutely,
Dead?
absolutely.
Don't fucking spoil it, bro.
Oh man,
I don't
like,
know.
Hold on.
How do we talk about it?
How long has this game been out?
A while.
touche,
Not even
touche.
I don't. No way. It's been.
And
It was
It's been
Game
a
of the
year?
Year last year.
Okay, and since you guys love this game so much, and you have not,
I just haven't had time.
There we go.
Okay.
I'm not
Come
exactly
on,
up
Mister.
on.
I haven't finished.
Yeah.
Blood Dragon. Blood Dragon. You haven't finished Blood Dragon.
Yeah.
Well, that came out after.
Yeah.
So-
Whatever. Come on, dude. Don't ruin it.
I'm
for
not.
me,
I'll
dude.
say this. I'm not exactly up on finishing games that have just come out, but considering the fact that I finished this game months ago,
There's a statute of limitations. but,
Okay,
and
alright.
it's kind of old. I don't know.
All right. All right.
Just be gentle.
Tell us how you felt
You
playing
can't.
it, Percy, and then we'll
Oh,
go to Dean because he's gone farther than
The
you.
thing is, I just heard so much about how much of the emotional heartstrings it pulls that I want to have that.
Oof.
I want to go in there without being like, "Oh, Bruce Willis was dead the whole time." Feeling,
Yeah,
you know
you
what
know.
I mean? I
you're-
don't want that.
You're waiting for it.
well, you know,
kind of
that's not necessarily the kind of thing that happens here.
Okay.
Because it is about the journey, not about the destination.
Yeah.
Here's
per
what you
se.
can do.
It-
You
yeah,
can be
exactly.
like, I got to a
per
point
se.
and blank
It depends.
died, and I
Depends.
felt really bad. If you can go like that, then okay.
Well, I mean, the thing is, it's what you said. You got it's a lot about choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
The whole
Now-
game is nothing but choice. If you guys played any of Telltale's games before,
Yeah.
they got like Back to the Future,
Sam and Max.
Sam and Max on Jurassic Park that came out too. They did that too.
It's okay.
I didn't play it, but whatever. But
seems-
this game is just nothing but choice.
They
And-
hit mainstream with.
Yeah, and
Walking Dead.
what the crazy thing is too is like, just like Quantum Dream, these guys, they'll make you attached to these
Yeah.
characters. Like
And
you'll care about
I
everybody.
Emotion from these characters protruding is just like unreal as far as
Right?
never experiencing this
The-
stuff before. Like I
this-
do not want these people to die.
Exactly. The writing is unbelievable for this type of game, and I was just like, wow, I want to save everybody. I want to put them all under my wing and just like protect everybody and
Yeah.
like
Happy,
no one
happy.
die, please. Just happy. Let's get away from these fucking zombies. But this game will just throw you to the fucking mill and say, this is the choice. This
Yeah, you
or
have to.
this, and you got 1 second to choose.
Without spoiling it, the first choice when you have to choose between the child and like the son of the farmer. I mean, fuck, I had a hard time choosing. You
Spoiler
have to
alert.
choose, but that's like the first 5 minutes.
Well,
That was actually in chapter 2.
That was like the end of chapter
Okay, then
1.
I
and
did
end of
that
chapter
too because I made a decision.
Right?
there.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, it was like the.
so you were on the farm.
They're on the
Yeah,
farm.
I made it to the farm. I
That's
made it to
chapter two,
Herschel's
yeah.
farm.
But I mean, that's
Okay.
like the very beginning of the game, and it's just
Yeah.
like, wow. Even from then on, like you have to, vital choices are made.
Yeah,
It's
So
tough, man.
just playing off that, what did you guys choose with that?
You know, to be fair, like I went my first playthrough, I saved the kid.
I saved the kid.
I
Saved the kid.
yeah, I saved Duck.
Going through after finishing
The kid's name was Duck.
yeah, save
Duck.
Duck. Going through, I tried to like men. I'm
Annoying
like,
as fuck.
is it possible to save both? So I replayed it and I tried to save the other guy, and it does not work. So,
No.
Even though there's decisions, there's still set
Yeah.
paths you
This
can't
is-
change.
set linear path.
Yeah. What a cool thing that I like that Telltale did was once you finish the episode, they did like a percentage of
Yeah, that was awesome.
what you chose
Yeah, I like that
compared
part.
to everybody else that's playing the game as
I
well.
was always the everybody else.
It was cool that they did like, all right, you and 76% of the people decided to save this person instead of that, or decided to let this person die instead of this, or whatever. So it was a cool take, and to see what if there was like, you know, pretty cool people out there who would actually risk their life to do this or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was kind of cool to see that.
It was fun.
And you know, put out there at the end. So. I
don't know.
I want to go so far in this. I don't want to spoil it for you guys because the ending's really good. In fact, a friend of mine was about to buy the AMC version of the game.
Yeah.
You
saw
That's
it.
not the game. It's
Well, I'm sorry.
Different.
Totally different. They wanted to buy the Walking Dead, the one
First person shooter thing.
Meryl,
Same name, different game.
Shut up.
Merle, and
Meryl.
Daryl.
Meryl and Daryl.
I hate you guys.
But
Similar
you're thinking fucking Snake. Anyway.
Oh, you're fucking right. Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Metal Gear.
Yep, Metal Gear. Anyway, I told him, like, do not get that game. Please, I'm telling you, don't get it. I'm like, just go for Telltale's game, and like, it's on Xbox.
And you
It's
save
episode-
$20 at
Well,
least.
yeah,
It's only
probably.
$29.
I told him to get it. My friend, he has a little girl,
Yeah.
so I was curious on how this is gonna affect him because.
Okay. You already spoiled it for me.
What?
You son of a bitch. I think I know where you're going with this.
No.
I haven't
Okay.
spoiled anything.
You got the
Okay.
point where Clementine was introduced.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's
She doesn't-
You're
She
going to
doesn't
protect
die,
her the
does
whole
she?
game.
exactly. He
She
just played the
doesn't die,
first. He went through the first one, and he was like, "Dude," he sent me a text like, "Dude, I don't know if I want to play."
Because I was
this
gonna say,
anymore."
man, like
Would you
how
love it? Oh.
Yes.
If you can get that emotion with someone's like, I just spent so much money and I can't play it because
Yeah.
I'm so uncomfortable. That's fucking great.
'cause I mean, is
Also,
it,
I think parents
ahead.
should know which kids they're going to save.
Yeah.
Pick your
your
favorites.
choice now. Choose.
Seriously,
choose.
zombie apocalypse
No.
is only a couple years away. We need to be ready. I know which kid I'm
I'm ready,
saving.
buddy. Let's do this.
I think it's easy for me. I don't have kids, so it's perfect.
Dude, I don't think any of us do we?
Fuck no.
no?
Not that I know of.
Congrats.
Cheers. We're gonna drink that. Drink that, gentlemen.
No offense to
Everybody?
anybody who has kids.
Nah.
We are the children. We are the man babies.
Man,
Enjoy.
babies, let's do this.
Hey, I'm for kids, just not for me.
One day.
There
One
you
day
go.
we'll get there.
I'm
Oh
down.
yeah, eventually.
Yeah, hopefully.
We'll make that bad decision.
Back to
Anyway,
mistakes.
um,
Emotions.
Yes.
Regrets.
Everybody.
Let me do one more cutting because
Okay.
after the dying of that, it reminded me of. Believe it or not, Fire Emblem is like that.
Well,
'Cause
yeah.
You
Oh,
lose
yes.
characters and you're
Yes.
just like,
Because you
I
can.
can't let that person die. I leveled them up to level 13 already. They're not dying on my watch.
Yeah.
I
Nope.
will rebattle this.
With
That's-
Fire Emblem, there is a mode that you can play that they don't die, though.
Yeah,
right?
but that's not how you play that game.
Okay.
No.
The game should be, I'm going to unenjoy
I don't
this
like
as
it.
much as possible by
I don't like
replaying
it.
it over and over again.
I've heard
I don't like
many
my-
things. Like I said, you again, you get attached to characters. Like you name them your friends or whatever you name them.
I don't do that. I don't go that far because that's just.
Yeah.
My
Well,
friend does
too
that
much.
for
It's too
XCOM.
much.
And I'm sure he's going to let me die first. I'll
Yeah,
tell you right now.
exactly. So-
He's going to let me die.
Well, I mean, that's the thing.
He did.
I've heard about that. It's like you bring these in a battle, and if someone dies in your party, they do not come back. There's no way bringing them back. There's no Phoenix down. It's
Yeah.
over. Game over for that character.
FF reference there.
There you go. Bring it back. Bring it
Yeah,
back.
rock and roll. Well, I mean, I've never played Fire Emblem series at all, and I might pick it up for 3DS just because I heard it's so
Highly
good.
recommend it.
All right, cool.
Like,
Um,
I actually have it here. You should see it before you leave. Just
Yeah.
be like, wow, I'm going to get this right fucking now.
all right, yeah. Please show me before we get out of here. But yeah, what were your takes on like that? Did you like that mechanic of the game where?
I think that makes the game a lot more emotional. Like, you're just invested in everybody.
Uh-huh.
I hate it at the same time. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't want people to die, but I have no problem replaying a battle over and over again until I get what I want. 'Cause I'm like, I can't let this person die. I refuse.
'Cause, I mean, there is that built-in feature you
Yeah.
can replay the battle.
Yeah, but I don't know.
You've never
I don't
just,
mind.
You've never just gone straight through and it's like, all right, let's just see what
No.
happens. If anyone dies,
No.
then fuck it. I'm gonna
I
keep
can't let
going.
that happen.
Yeah. Is there another?
I will feel terrible.
Is there
I haven't
another
beat it yet,
example
mind
of
you, 'cause
that?
it takes forever.
Well,
in
they said-
gaming?
well, XCOM, the one that
XCOM
just
does
came out,
that.
XCOM does that too.
Okay.
I
It's like an
think of another game
RTS
that does that.
kind of thing.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't
can't
know,
think
man.
off the top of my head
It's
anymore.
kind of the best
I don't
/
like
worst
it.
thing you could put in
Yeah.
a game.
It's true. It's true.
Double-edged sword. You know.
So I mean, that like I said, that happens in Walking Dead. So I mean, it's, it's all about the choice thing.
Now,
so.
I wish we could talk about this. I really do. You
You
guys have no idea.
Yeah,
Like,
you really don't. I want to go so far with this thing. So how far did you go again?
I like
he only
chapter
went
3.
to 3. He went to
Basically,
2.
the girl. Well,
went to 2.
I don't want to start spoiling it because I mean, I don't know points, but.
Well, here's what we'll do.
Okay.
We'll play the game either this week or next week, and then we'll have a podcast
And if
just
you don't-
on Walking Dead.
I got to admit, I'm really surprised because once I started playing through the chapters, I couldn't stop.
Yeah.
I had to keep playing. Like I had to
I
finish
will
this
say,
game.
dude, it
Take my money. That's what it was.
Shut up and take my money.
just
Exactly.
awesome. Like the first 3 chapters, like, yeah, you're absolutely right. Like I couldn't. But I mean, once people start dying, man, I don't know. I'm just too like.
See,
you gotta save everything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. It was just.
you have
I
to,
found myself replaying it so much that I was like, fuck it. I had to take
it
some
really
space.
touches on being in real life, like making the decisions you make affect the game to a certain point. But when you get to that far in the game, like if you stopped because there's so much shit that's gonna go on, you're probably gonna die.
Curiously, what platform do you guys play on? Because it's on a multiple array of platforms.
Yeah, I played on PS3.
I only play on PS3. So.
Playing on Xbox.
I tried it on the iPad, and it's great on the iPad.
Does it look?
It looks
good?
fantastic,
Oh, cool.
and it actually the touch mechanics work pretty good. So
Awesome.
How much to go for an iPad?
it was the $5.99 first chapter buy-in, but then I bought like the 15. It was $14.99 for the season pass, so I got
Gotcha.
all of them for $14.99. And fuck, dude,
That's worth it.
awesome.
Dude, that's
Telltale, as far they've done multiple adventure
Making a
games.
new one now.
Yeah, they're gonna be making an
I don't know if it's
episode.
gonna be
Season two
what's
of
his
The
name or
Walking
not.
Dead. Yeah.
There's a season
So
2.
without spoiling, I think does the storyline end? New characters for chapter 2?
I didn't want to say anything really.
Don't say
It's-
anything.
It's
Okay.
really
Don't say
hard
In
not
the
to
book,
spoil.
there is no in the
Yeah.
ongoing comic. The Rod Kirkman is his name.
Robert
I think?
Kirk- Robert
Kirkman.
Kirkman.
Kirkman has stated that there's never going to be like a clear
Like end point.
end or fix to it.
Nope.
So it's just them dealing with
No.
it. And if you haven't read the comics, I highly recommend.
I-
It's
well, see-
one of the few comics I literally read, even though it's kind of off topic, that I had to put down and stop reading for a while because I was so upset with what was happening to the characters.
How far? What's
Darker.
I'm up to date.
Okay.
Yeah.
When 100 happened, or was it?
I'm at like 101. I'm at
What
like
happens in
101.
100?
I don't want to say
The part
anything, but
that
these
bothered
guys-
me
I haven't
is
read any.
with the
Haven't read.
governor. This is kind of early with the
yeah.
governor and Michonne when she gets captured by the governor. the
that's
stuff that happens to
brutal.
Michonne.
It's so much darker.
That's when I had to stop reading because
Yeah.
because Michonne is a badass character.
She is, and then
Yeah.
you
And
see
in
her
the
get taken
comic,
down.
There are so few badass female characters, and not to mention she's the black character who's a total badass, and there's so few of those, and she can hold her own. And when she's finally completely defenseless for the first time,
She hits
and
ro-
she can't do anything, and you just feel I felt so uncomfortable. I put the book down and didn't read for like a week.
I will say, not a huge comic book guy. Like everyone's.
is when
That
I hit.
you should
I
fucking
hit
read.
iconic
We should turn this
tentpoles.
off and
Hold
you
on.
should read it. It's
I hit.
that fucking good.
I hit iconic tentpole franchises.
Comicsology.
I
right
loved the Walking Dead graphic novel. Loved it.
my
I
God.
got to finish.
Alright,
I got to episode. Actually, I'm at 100 when they meet like the Jesus character. So
Oh
that's
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
where
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
at.
You're right. You're
Okay,
you're
you're
good.
That's kind of current. I think they got. What were they like 110 now? 112.
I think at 109.
Yeah.
I believe, so.
Good stuff. I mean,
let's date the show.
Jeff, you said you didn't read the comics.
I haven't read none of the comics.
Highly
Comic book guy
recommend
though,
it.
right?
He won't read them because of the show. I'm telling
The
Okay.
show in the
I
movie
got involved
diverged
late.
nicely.
It really did.
But
I really
it's
did.
it's different enough though, because I mean,
Oh, definitely.
there's some plot points that are kind of the same, but it's different enough that you could read it and
It-
not have
it's
everything
just kind of
spoiled.
cool to read the comic and then you go to the show and say, I want to see
Yeah.
how they're going to change this or how they're going to do this.
Yeah.
Because certain things they could not put on TV.
No,
Yeah.
God.
Never put on TV.
Okay, so back to Walking Dead, the games, his whole game.
Yeah.
They kind of went more towards a comic style, which is cool because Robert Kirkman, he'll with his characters in a comic, he'll just randomly just kill someone, and you're like, no, why the?
That's what he's
fuck?
known for. He's like,
Yeah, exactly. He'll go.
And that's what they said about the TV show too. That he has told the actors that at
Exactly.
any point I can kill you off. And
Exactly.
that's why they're always like on their toes to be as good as
Yeah,
they can.
that's what's really cool about the whole series, and that the game actually definitely plays off of that. You know, so with the choicing going on, you know, and you got to choose if this person's gonna die or this, if that choice
And
comes
just
up.
out of curiosity, are we all happy with the show? We all like the
Oh
show?
yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love
Okay.
the show. Yeah.
Okay. Season 2 got a little slow, right?
So,
But
season 2 was a little slow. Season 3
Season
got
three
good.
was,
when
was
they got to the
badass.
governor, that guy was fucking awesome.
just feeling out the crowd.
No spoilers there.
Not as crazy as the comic book version.
Yeah. Dude, the comic book version, I mean, wow. It's just
That
like
guy's-
dark,
But I mean,
gritty.
yeah,
Fucking.
straight evil.
Yeah. So, emotional games. Any other emotions?
Well, if we
evicted
want to
from
go back
game?
to being
Yeah.
angry,
Angry? Angry's
the
good.
first game I ever felt angry toward, this is going to be kind of a shock, but
I like it.
it was actually Link's Awakening. Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening
Game
on
Boy?
Game Boy.
Game Boy.
And the ending to that game pissed me off so much.
Spoiler alert.
You could probably, you could probably chalk it up to
Does
being
Ganon die?
to being an angry. You could chalk it up to being an angry teenager, but
Yeah.
it pissed me off more than any game I've ever played. Just the
I,
ending.
have never
Wow.
beat that game. How's it end?
Yeah, please.
I think we're at a 20
Basically,
Yeah. It's not as.
you know, you understand the plot. You go to the temple temples, you get the different instruments.
Wait,
and,
slow down. How do you play this game?
What is this?
You know, it's not your stereotypical Zelda game at all, but you go, you get the instruments, and at the end, you have to wake up
Instruments or items?
Oh, it's like
They're,
Mario
they're
2?
actually they're instruments actually.
Did they
in,
pull Mario
Link's
2 on
Awakening.
you, where it's a dream?
It is a fucking dream.
Oh, lame.
You wake up and you're fucking. You just
Way
wake
to go,
up at the end.
Miyamoto.
I remember being so pissed about
Cop
this.
out.
Totally.
I love that game.
Like they
But
never
yeah.
gave you a legitimate ending.
That's
It's like,
weak
oh,
sauce.
hey, you wake up, hey, fuck you. That's the way I felt about it.
That might be the biggest cop out in modern day storytelling.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
okay.
movies.
If that's
Across
how
the board.
if that's how Link dreams, and then during the day he does that, how boring is that kid's life? He never gets laid. He doesn't
Yeah.
get kissed.
Exactly.
Like seriously, at least Mario gets kissed, or gets a cake by the end of the day.
Yeah.
Something.
God
It
damn.
could be Luigi. Luigi doesn't get no action.
No, dude, he's on the
true.
side.
He's on the side, too?
Him and Daisy.
Okay.
Now,
Why do you think he's
Size
not
up,
ever
right?
called Mario Brothers? Because he's busy fucking Daisy.
Nice.
I like it. Yeah.
That game.
Now-
that game did it for you.
Yeah.
Well,
That was-
to be angry.
Did that ruin the
absolutely.
game for you? Because you played the game, you finished the game, you
Have you ever
enjoyed
played it since?
Was the last...
Actually, I'm playing it on 3DS right now.
Yeah.
So
That's great.
I'm hoping the ending will make me feel a little different
A little bit
about
better
it, but
about
it probably
Yeah, that,
won't.
that was like years ago though. So
That was when it came out.
like
so,
an initial
yeah.
shock. You're like, fuck this game.
That was in black and green. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
I'm trying to think, like, most of my, like, rage from games comes from, like, unintentional, like, crashed save files, that kind of thing. Worlds disappearing, cloud gaming gone wrong, that kind of thing. I don't know, is there any games that made you cry? Throw it out there? Tear?
being
emotional?
like emotionally
you a
attached
man
to a
up?
character, like recently with games that have come out within the last couple years.
Yeah.
Even though the fucking ending was spoiled for me by one Percy Gruber.
I so
I
didn't
was
mean to do that.
sentimentally, I was actually had sentiment toward the character.
Yeah,
and I
sounds
was
like-
attached.
Yeah. You're generally upset about
John
this. Talk about it.
Marston on Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, such a good
Percy Gruber ruined the fucking ending of that game for me. He told me what was going to happen, and it only made it worse. Because I didn't
thought he
want the
beat it.
game to end. I didn't want the game to end because I knew what the fuck was going to happen.
Yeah.
So just accepting the fact that it was going to happen and continuing the story, that was really tough for me.
Nice.
Like
I never finished that one.
that's why I didn't say what happens. But
Yeah.
I'm
That,
just,
that game pissed me off because the part where you drive, you start and you get your horse, and the horse wouldn't listen to me, so I shot it in the head and turned it off, and never played
Nice.
it again.
I just,
the multiplayer is really fun for
You have
you.
no idea.
it's
how
a
big
recurring
it
theme. You have a very short patience level with these
Yeah.
games.
The horse wouldn't listen to me. I need a
The-
goddamn horse to
Horse,
listen to me.
the box is giving you some
The
backflip.
newer
Fuck
games, he's become. I don't know.
It's. I mean, I know it's a good game, and I'm gonna go back to it. But when
You
I
should.
first played it,
You
I
really
got so angry at my horse, I had to shoot it and I had to turn off the
Wow.
game.
You should get Undead Nightmare and get the Warhorse.
I heard that's
Huh?
amazing though.
It's so much fun because there's like you got weird, crazy creatures. You got like a chupacabra, you got unicorns,
Yeah.
you get
Bigfoot.
Sasquatch. There's
That's
cra-
Bosch.
Dude, it's a crazy.
Spoiler.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah,
Cool.
sorry.
Okay, go back to you.
Sorry.
Emotional.
We'll see.
Uh,
Yeah, like just sentimentally attached. Like John Marston. Like I felt like I was John Marston. Like I can't go on because I don't want
Yeah.
to ruin it for him because he hasn't finished it.
No, it's
but-
cool. This game I don't care about.
Okay,
Walking
okay.
Dead, I care about.
Walking
Well,
Dead's-
at the end
we'll
of Red
get
Dead
to it
Redemption, when you're
We
you're
spoiled this
basically you're surrounded, and you're in a barn. You have to walk out. You have to open the doors yourself. It's not cinema. It's nothing. You have to open the doors yourself, and you open the door, and there's about 30 people standing in front of you in a row, and it actually lets you go into
Army.
bullet time or dead eye or whatever you want to call it, and you can try to shoot these people, but you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
it's Butch and the Sundance Kid. And
Grim.
Yeah.
Just accepting that I
Yeah.
already knew what was
Yeah,
going to
that's
happen, and I had to open the door. That was really hard for me because it had been a long time since I had gotten attached to a game like that, and I won't go back to the last game that I was attached like that because we had a little discussion off the air. But
Off camera.
I love when games make you make those terrible decisions or force you to do something terrible, like in the Metal Gear 4, when you have to crawl through the irradiated part, and you know it's going to kill you.
Yeah.
Like it totally.
somebody has to have a bathroom break. It's
It,
okay.
it totally wrecks you.
Yeah.
Like it just burns you up, and you're gonna die at the end of it.
Absolutely, yeah.
But you get that. The fact that they make you push forward to do it makes it even worse because the fact that you're in control of it, it's not just a cutscene. That's awful.
Yeah. We talked a little bit about it off mic on the show. Might be a hack choice. Final Fantasy VII. Emotional. Shoestrings. Just because
touchy
it's...
subject.
Just because it was one of the first...
Wait. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Go for it.
Definitely
Ian,
spoilers.
your stage.
What's the girl's name?
Aerith.
Eric.
Aerith?
Yeah. Something might happen to her?
I think she dies.
I think she's dead. Like
Yeah. Emotional?
Yeah, whatever.
Jeff, big Final Fantasy guy.
So, well, hold on. Me, Percy, and Ian have never beaten the game.
I haven't
No.
either.
Well, that actually doesn't even involve really the ending of the game, but
I don't know. I'm just saying that we have no emotional attachment to this.
Because
game
doing
at all.
research
Not
for the
at all.
show,
None.
doing research for the show, that was one of the number one choices on most top 10 lists.
Cliche
Super cliche.
choice,
yeah.
That's what it is.
But I mean, let's talk about it. Was it emotionally attached? You played Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, when it happened,
Did you feel that the death did make you?
yeah, that was probably the first game that I actually felt like I was attached to that character. Like, you know, I know it's, you know, a little cliche or whatever you guys want to call it, but
It's all right.
I was a
Let's judge you.
teenager at the time. I was an emotional fucking teenager, and I was like, hey,
Yeah. Going back to
I'd already put so much time into it up to that point.
yeah.
And it was actually discussed off the air. Don't level her up because she's gonna die.
Yeah.
And I did that. I invested in the character, and she ended up just fucking dying anyway. So
well, you didn't know that at the time.
no, I didn't know it at the time. But
Yeah.
once it happened, it's like, and then the very early stages of the internet when that was going on, saying she could be revived, she could be resurrected. There's all this shit you can do. I've tried all of it. None of it works. So don't even bother.
There you go. False hope. Recurring theme for life.
Awesome.
Metaphor. Gentlemen, anything else?
Yeah. So we already talked about The Walking Dead, kinda.
I mean, that was my go-to tentpole title. I don't know, man. Like early.
Well, I mean, there's a bunch of other. One game that actually was pretty creeped out and like scared and just whatever. Like, it was a super emotional game. Was Manhunt. I'm not sure if you guys ever played
Oh
that.
yeah,
from
man.
Absolutely.
That's a creepy game.
Right? Weren't you guys?
One of the first.
It's
Absolutely.
uncomfortable.
It seemed really fucked up from the outside.
Yeah, you're this guy.
Looking in.
The whole plot is you're this guy, James Earl Cash, and apparently you're like this crazy killer dude, and they execute you, and they tell the media that they've killed you and everything. It's over. You're dead. But in real life, IRL, IRL and games life, whatever, you get taken away by these people, and you get taken to this Carcer City, which takes place inside the whole Grand Theft Auto world. It's still in the same
Canon.
Yeah,
Oh.
sure. But yeah, it all takes place in the same area. Like
This is a Rockstar game.
yeah, it's a Rockstar game.
Okay.
And you get taken to this place. It's kind of like it's totally like 70s movie style or something.
Yeah, it
you know?
reminds me of a John Carpenter thing.
Yeah, it's
Like, he
totally-
could do something amazing with this.
Yeah, it's like this would be a cool movie if they did it. It's like Running Man.
There's actually a movie coming out that after I saw the preview, it reminded me a lot of it. It's coming out now
Awesome.
with Ethan Hawke, I think, in it.
I
The
think-
Purge.
yeah.
Oh,
It
yes,
kind of
yes.
reminds
Yes.
me of it. I mean, not the same concept, but kind of the
It
whole...
looks fucking cool. So I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, you're a killer, whatever. I'm not sure if you're framed or not or whatever. They execute you, but you really don't get executed. You get taken to this place, Carcer City, and you're thrown into like a Running Man type situation where all these rich people are all sick and sadistic people pay to see a person try and make it through this whole like different levels of people trying to kill you. And the whole time you got nothing. You have no weapons at all. So when you do come upon weapons or anything, you got to use this to the full extent of trying to kill these other people who are trying to kill you. And it's the creepy thing is it's like ads or like in the back of a shitty magazine from back in the day, and like you'd see like ads of like creepy shit, like weird VHS movies.
Yeah.
And it has a really. Have you guys ever seen 8mm?
Nicolas Cage's finest work. Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yes,
It's a shitty movie.
Who doesn't like a snuff film?
I know. Yeah, exactly. I know it's a shitty movie.
I haven't even-
It's not the greatest movie.
Didn't even
ever.
realize Nicolas Cage was attached
Yeah, it is. But I mean,
They actually
I'm-
made a sequel to it.
I know.
with Nicolas Cage.
Either way,
No, he knew better than that,
If
believe
you
it or
if you
not.
guys seen 8mm, it's kind of and
It's really weird.
It makes you
What?
feel creepy in this kind of
Uncomfortable.
yeah. It
Now-
makes you feel really uncomfortable. And like I said, the whole point is you're just you're trying to get out of this place of all these people are trying to kill you. And what's over your head is this guy has kidnapped your family and is holding him hostage. So you're trying to get out of this out of this whole fucking maze of killers and other people are trying to kill you to save your family.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert, I'm not sure if you guys beat the game or anything like that.
I'm not gonna play it.
All right, but you guys should seriously though. It is.
I might get there.
It is really good.
Now,
Anyway, he kills your family, and it is so fucked up.
very lighthearted tale.
Oh no, it's brutal. The whole game is just fucking brutal as fuck. I mean,
One of the cool things that I remember hearing about this game, I don't
Yeah.
know if it was in the original release because they came out with a Manhunt for the Wii, but basically you could hook
That's
up
Manhunt 2.
You could hook up a microphone, and then if you breathe too loud or something,
They
it
did
like,
the same. Yeah, they did the same thing for PS2 when that's what it initially came out on.
Okay.
And
Seemed kinda cool.
people had like the SOCOM mic,
Mm-hmm.
so you hook it up and you play it. And if you get scared, like you'll hide in shadows to get away from these people. And if you breathe, like your heart and like the sound will pick up on a mic, and people will be able to hear you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they'll come in, search the shadows and everything like that. So
Pretty cool.
That's what helped out too in the game. It just
Immersion,
made-
a little bit,
it made
yeah.
it so creepy and scary. Like I guess that made it super long to beat the game because you were just trying not to get hurt or found by any of these really creepy, fucked up people. And they were like different gangs too, so it's just different factions of people trying to kill you. And it's a really fucked up but awesome, amazing game, and it is brutal as hell. What a cool dynamic of the game was, or mechanic I should say, was say you had like a paper bag on the
Plastic bag.
a plastic bag.
That's what I
sorry.
remember the most,
Sorry.
is the plastic
Yeah, you
bags.
had like that'll be a weapon. You go up behind someone and just stuff it over the head and suffocate them to death. And when you target a certain person, there will be like a level of like green, yellow to red. Green is like the first level of killing them. Yellow is like pretty bad, and red is like you're gonna fuck these guys up with this bag. So it's so
It
good.
seemed kind of fucked up. I mean, to be honest,
It is. It
seemed
fucked up.
a little too fucked up.
It
maybe.
It may be.
I didn't
like,
wanna,
It's uncomfortable.
It is. It is. Even
for
when
my time, I want to kind of vicariously escape.
No. Even like
Wanna-
like I said, I played this when I was way younger, obviously, and I was still kind of
Yeah.
creeped out by. Even when you get to like the red level of killing someone, it's the payoff is awesome, but you feel it's really fucked up. Like the way you do, like with a hammer, you'll just like you'll smash her head until the
So
head
pulling
explodes.
on the Shadow of the Colossus heartstrings. Maybe
Not no.
Maybe I shouldn't be killing
No.
this man with a plastic bag.
No, he deserves to die.
No,
He deserves to die?
Yeah, these guys are trying to kill you.
That's good, at least.
Yeah, they're trying to kill you.
Okay.
But I mean, when you get to the red level, it's like the most sadistic way you can kill someone with this certain item.
Seems fun.
I just remember how dirty and gritty the game
Yeah.
felt. Like,
Yeah.
It's
Because the Wii version specifically got a lot of flack. Like,
well, because it's Wii.
so, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the way it plays
When
out.
Grandma plays
Because
it.
actually, no, because I think you can actually.
She's just saying, I can
with-
get all this groceries in these bags. Why am I wasting it on this guy's face?
Now that I kind of reminded
Right.
myself, I think with the Wii version specifically, you could actually motion
Yeah, it was
the
motion.
strangulation with the hand and the
Oh, that's
Wiimote,
fucking awesome.
and you can actually do the strangulation technique, and that.
Well, I think
a little
that-
too real.
Well, I think that was Manhunt
immersive.
2. Manhunt 2 came out. I never
Yeah.
played it, but
But-
that came out on Wii 2, on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Wii, sorry.
Was that made by Rockstar Manhunt too?
Yeah, that was by Rockstar as well. And I think even that one got an adult rating.
Probably.
It got an adults only rating, whatever. So they had to calm things
Calm
down
it
with
down a
it.
little
They
bit.
even had I think they even censored some of the death scenes the way they
No,
were.
oh yeah, they did pixelated stuff purposely.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
to
I
bring it
remember
back
that
down
now.
to a mature rating.
Coming back.
Um,
It's all
that
coming
was-
back.
but
Messed up
this
game.
this is a game. It is really dark and gritty, and the way it's filmed, it's like it's filmed.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
you're looking at it through like the
Surveillance cameras.
like CCTV style, like
Yeah,
cameras.
That's why
No.
I felt dirty. Why?
It is. It's
I-
you gotta.
could- yeah, I
this
don't
is it's a good payoff. I mean, you
I
guys
would
should
like
play
to
it.
see Rockstar get
I-
back
I-
into it after the new Grand Theft Auto, just
Yes,
to see what they would
I
do now.
really hope they
I
make
bet you
if they made a new one. Oh my!
it would
I'm
make
so
you
down.
so uncomfortable, man.
Exactly.
They
I'm
would,
so down.
they-
Take my money, please. Rockstar, make this goddamn game.
take my money.
Manhunt 3.
Yeah.
I
guess that'd
I will.
be-
I will pay $200 for that goddamn
They
game.
could probably just re-release one in HD.
Yeah, just
Make
really
some
high
minor
fidelity.
tweaks.
Yeah,
and
they
they could probably make.
I mean, it did just come out
Yeah.
last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago for the PS2. For the PS2.
PS2.
It came
Wow.
out.
They still coming out with games? PS2?
God damn it! It came out of Sony's the PSN PlayStation Store.
Yeah.
God damn it! It just came out on a re-release. So if you guys, kids, people, anybody who have kind of skipped,
Yeah, kids
Manhunt-
mainly. We should get kids to play
kids,
this game.
play
Absolutely.
this game.
Young
It will
children.
fuck
Perfect
you up.
demographic.
Young, impressionable minds.
All right, no. If you guys are
Play
a
this
fan
game.
of anybody, if you're a fan of Rockstar games, you have to play this game. It is really sadistic and it'll
Yeah.
make you uncomfortable as all hell. But seriously, you got to play this game. It's too good.
And then
Pass
right
it.
after that, play State of Emergency.
Do not play that. Stay away from that game.
That is the anti-Rockstar game.
State of
Severely lacking in
it was
quality.
horrible.
I remember specifically State of Emergency after the Grand Theft Auto 3 hype got a EGM cover piece. It was supposed to be hyped up to be the next big thing, and it was garbage.
Yeah, it was bad. But I heard it was almost like
it's a test. It's
yeah,
just
exactly.
A test.
It was
like all their games are tests for other things for Grand Theft Auto.
Yep. Yeah. It was like a test to see how many people they get on screen to do crazy shit.
And there's some cool stuff going on there. But
I just remember playing that game the first time and being like, okay.
Not good.
Yeah, and I was like, what am I doing here?
There's no cars, there are hookers, or any. What am I doing in this game?
Mass amounts of people.
It's pretty bad.
That was at the end of the PS2 generation. We're at the end of another generation. The birth of another generation. Where do we go from here? Where do you guys want to see emotions in gaming? Does there need to be emotions in gaming?
Of course, you have to.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's.
Where do we go?
Well, look. I mean, if you go in the past, I mean, obviously we go back to like nostalgia stuff. I mean, everyone's gonna have some sort of emotional attachment to a character. That's why these games are driven to get sequels and shit like that. So I mean,
that's why there's 32 Zelda games.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And the last 5 might have been the same, but
the first 5 were the same.
Yep.
I will say
I still love Zelda. Don't get me wrong.
Severe aside, I am excited for Oracle Ages and Oracle Seasons. Never played. Coming to 3DS.
Oh yeah, me too. I've never played them either. I'm
coming to
excited
3DS
about
shop.
Well, I mean, they're playing on our strings
And
here.
they're
Playing on the
$5.
heartstrings.
$5.
Well, they're playing. Well, not necessarily heartstrings, but they're definitely playing on the nostalgia factor for the.
And who knows?
Link to the Past 2
Yes.
for the 3DS. So
Yes.
I hope that game's awesome too.
it's gonna be awesome. Come on. Did you see the video for it?
It does look amazing.
It's gonna be
Yes.
awesome.
It's gonna be
Nintendo
awesome.
first party Zelda.
Exactly. First party games are always awesome. They figure out how to.
Well, Oracle of
usually.
Ages and Oracle of Season was made by Capcom, not Nintendo.
So was
Minish
Cap. Yes.
Minish Cap was so good.
Pretty good, dude.
That's
Until you get
Capcom.
to the boss. The boss sucks, but the game is so good.
I will say,
None
I
of
don't
the-
know. You know, I'll take a 2D Zelda over a 3D Zelda any day. Right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Agreed.
that may be just nostalgia. Shit, you
True.
know.
This is the old man, get off Marlon.
Exactly.
Portion of the show.
We'll go
Let's bring it
back to
back.
that. Yeah.
Kids
Fuck
these
you,
days. Let's talk about
kids.
these fucking kids these
Go
days.
play some 2D shit.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Well, that's what's great about the shop.
Back in my day, hookshot was no.
With the Nintendo shop, you have all these opportunities to go play back the games that made Zelda what it is today.
You go
It's
back
worth
to that.
doing it.
So kids don't know what the fuck they do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to play Metroid. Hold on.
Yeah. There's emotion there.
What do you mean I go left?
Mother
I
brain.
know. Why do we go left for? There's nothing over there.
So yes, the
anyway,
future looks bright.
No.
Higher fidelity, better systems.
I
you
think
know, storytelling.
Yeah, I think so. Especially with the new technology coming out, especially like the new cameras.
Indy 500. It is the Indy 500 week, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, what I'm saying is like maybe these new technology is coming out for these new systems. You know, like the Xbox One's new camera.
Yeah.
And even PS4's new camera shit, they can detect different things as well, especially like heat and shit like that. So I'm saying that, well, Predator, it could sense things like if you're getting nervous or shit like that too. So it'll.
Can it really though?
Yeah. Well, they're saying a lot of
Like
shit like that for
heartbeat
Xbox
type
One.
stuff.
Yeah,
I think it's just there to watch you masturbate.
it could be that as
Probably.
well.
They're gonna record you.
Or slap your kids, whatever.
They're gonna post it online.
That also
Well, they're gonna get ready to get a lot of data.
I mean, is there any other games you guys thought that were pretty? Did you guys?
I don't know, man. I think at a certain point in the generations of gaming, that's like Xbox 360, or recently did I feel that there was narrative strings being pulled, because more so gaming has always been about just gaming mechanics,
and entertainment. in
entertainment
general.
first. You know, it seemed like NES. I can't think of anything. Super Nintendo maybe is once you get into the RPG type stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, you know, it's like
I don't know.
Maybe the people that developers that are making the games.
Yeah.
They're like us right now, our age, so they're trying to expand on different emotions, shit like that. I mean, we got games like Limbo. You guys play
Yeah.
Limbo?
Oh, Limbo's an amazing game.
Insane.
Right? I mean, it's a platformer, a 2D
Yeah.
platformer, but with the story behind it,
Very dark.
it pulls you in. And you're just like, oh, you feel
Yeah.
you
See, I
feel
think-
horrible the whole way through.
Another one who does a really great job of that too is the guy who made Super Meat Boy. His old games, his Flash games. If you play those games, oh, those are just straight I guess the best way to explain it is watch Indie Game the movie. Have you guys watched Indie Game the movie?
We've suggested it to
Yeah.
everybody already.
Oh,
I've
my
seen
God.
it.
Just listen to him
Awesome
describe
movie.
his old games and what it helped him deal with his life. Oh my God, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's almost like a therapy session for
Oh,
him.
totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
And-
But you can get those games there's a thing called Basement Collection. I think it's on Steam. The Basement Collection. And it's all his old games together.
Yeah.
Totally worth it. You get
Most
the
of those
experience.
games featured in that movie were fantastic.
Oh my God, totally.
What was Fez? Thomas Was Alone.
Journey.
Journey.
Oh my.
Brave.
I haven't got to play Journey yet.
Brave is
That's
good.
on my list.
You should play it.
I heard it's really good.
Journey was topping a lot of emotional lists.
It is.
Now what's that about? Like, because I mean it's pretty less is more.
Yeah, it is. I mean, there's no narrative at all. You're just up. It starts off. You're a character in the desert, and your main goal is trying to get to the top of this mountain that's way far away. It has like light projecting out of it, straight up, like Luxor style.
There you go. Bring it back to
Vegas.
Las
To
Vegas,
Las
there
Vegas.
you go.
Anyway, but yeah, you're just a character trying to go back. There's like really no point. You're just trying to get to this, from here to there, A to B. And why it's so emotional? It's just probably. It's hard to describe without playing it. I mean,
what I've been told is it's the lack of communication between each other.
There's like no narrative at all. I mean,
it's pretty cool. I mean,
it is really cool. It's a way. I mean, not that there's no narrative. It's cool that there's no narrative, but it pulls at you like super hard because even like when you're, you find other characters, but they're other players playing with you. I mean, they can choose to play with you or they just leave, whatever the fuck, and you can do the same. And luckily, I found someone who was willing to help me get through the game. But there's no mechanic or no button to help you say, "Hey, follow me." There's not a mic that say, "Hey, follow me over here. I'll show you how to do this or that."
And the person who was willing to help you never told you they were willing to help you.
Exactly. They could
just
be being an asshole and trolling you the whole fucking game if they want to lead you to death. But luckily for me, a guy helped me find certain things.
And you'll never know who he is.
No, you do. You do.
Oh, you do at the end?
show you the names
at the
end.
very end of the game, once you beat it, it shows you all the people you came in contact with.
So did you become friends with that one guy?
I did.
Awesome. That is awesome.
I did, and we played a couple games together, so it's pretty cool.
That's really nice.
No,
That's a
I think you accomplished what the people who made that game wanted you to do.
It's funny because then you find people like, "Hey, smoke 420 guy," whatever. It's funny finding these weird names,
Yeah.
But the whole game is actually
That's true though. How sad that sounds.
It's
always super high 42020.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
XX 420.
I'm gonna stone blunt, blah blah blah, 420.
Yeah.
It's whatever. It's all the same bullshit. But I mean, the game is
So it's probably a 13-year-old.
yeah, exactly,
Probably, yeah.
exactly.
Hey man,
Well, no,
quality.
Nonetheless, it's bringing us all together. So,
I like it.
but I mean, this is definitely an emotional game without actually having to hold your hand to tell you what to do, or say anything to your face. I mean, it's weird because even there is a button to not speak a language, but it's just like a sound. It's just like a bloop, and that's it.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can keep tapping it to the bloop 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 bloop. Whatever someone trying to follow you, whatever.
So you can, like imply emotions.
Yeah,
and-
exactly. So I mean, again, it's just a monotone sound. So it's not up or down. You don't know if someone's pissed off at you or hey, come here, let's go. It's just it's just one sound. So it's crazy to figure out a puzzle and all this other shit by yourself, but it's even more fun to go with someone else, and it's cool to not know who they are and you're just going. So it's definitely an emotional ride, especially near the end when you get. I'm gonna spoil it for you guys. Whatever, you guys probably won't play it anyway. But
I really want to. But go ahead.
okay,
I'm sure you make it to the end of the journey.
you make it through the journey, but once you get to the end, your character.
No, wait, let me cut in.
Okay.
Does it just start playing Don't Stop Believing? Because if it did, I'd play it right now.
Okay, it plays Don't Stop Believing, and then it just ends.
Oh my god!
Like
and
Soprano.
Steve Harry's there, and he's like, "Motherfucker, you did it!"
It's just the Sopranos finale in
And
Journey.
they're in a diner in Jersey.
Screen goes black.
At the end, you're just in a diner. You look at the door open, and then it ends. And it's how it.
Oh, I like it.
Genius.
No, but the game is really cool. Like I said, you're trying to get obviously a journey. You're journeying through this whole place, and once you get near the end, it's just crazy. If you go with someone, when you make it with someone, you get to the top of this fucking hill, and it's all ice and snow, and your character is like treading through, and they're You can tell they're freezing and cold. And they're just treading so slowly, and like they'll fall down, and you get back up slowly, and just keep going. And if you're with somebody, it's cool because you'll see them; they'll just collapse, and they will not get back up. You're like, no, we gotta keep going. It's just crazy. It pulls on your emotion in a weird way. You're just like, I gotta finish. I gotta keep going, and it's it's just an amazing game. You guys got to play it. It's so good. It's really good.
Okay.
I get
want
it.
really bad.
It's really cool without having to, like I said,
Yeah.
just throw shit in your face saying this is what you got to do.
Or telling you you should be sad right now.
Exactly.
Be
Why
sad.
aren't you sad? Subtitle.
Much props to that game company. They're fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sure
I
if
can't
you
wait
guys,
to see what they do next.
Really, I'm not sure if you guys played.
Super unique art style is
Yeah,
great.
I mean
Seemed
they've
really
got
nice.
Journey, Flower, Flow. I'm not sure if you guys play any of those games either, but
I've heard of both.
Flowers.
So
really, Flowers
PSN Downloadable Initiative Studio.
Yep. Flowers. Really
Flower.
good.
Less is more. Another kind of like interpretation based game.
That was really cool.
You are wind.
Yeah,
flying
exactly.
through a field.
Yeah,
So-
I know it sounds
How
weird.
much less can you be, right?
So you might want to get a really smuggle out a pot for this game.
No, you don't. But I mean, it sounds really
It would make it
weird.
better though.
I'm not sure if you guys have you played it before.
I just remember seeing. it.
No.
Okay, I know.
I didn't get the PlayStation till later,
Okay.
and that was already out. And then I just read a lot about hippie stuff, and I'm like,
yeah, right.
I don't know if I want to get in this. But
It
now
seemed
that
like-
Journey came out, and then they
Yeah.
actually have a collection where you can get all of their that game studio stuff,
Yeah.
I'm
You
probably
should-
gonna pick it
you
up.
should.
just to
Flow
have
like
it.
Flow's a flash game first too or something.
Yeah.
It was like an amoeba type.
Yeah.
Cellular.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it's not as
Yeah.
as
Not really a game. Like
yeah, it's not as huge. Yeah, it's not as huge as like Flower or Journey,
yeah,
obviously.
more like a experience.
Yeah, maybe it's an experiment of some sort.
Okay,
but
cool.
I mean, it's still cool. You're like amoebas and cells and shit
Sweet.
like that. So I mean, it's definitely a game you should guys check out. So, I advise playing Flower, hardcore,
You guys get that?
Hardcore, yo.
hardcore,
Hardcore
yo.
flower mode.
Awesome.
I feel good about this. You guys feel pretty good about
Yeah.
emotional games?
I'm feeling very emotional right now.
Yes,
we
really.
touched on the new gen, but
Yeah.
with the current gen, the game that I think is going to be touching on a lot of heartstrings is probably going to be The Last of Us, and
Oh, I
that is
can't
that
wait
is
for that.
PlayStation.
Ah,
So
yes.
I hope
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Naughty Dog, right? Like the
Naughty Dog,
Yeah.
yes.
Yep.
Uncharted-
People who
Uncharted.
played Uncharted, they'll
Yeah,
know.
Uncharted
I cannot
developers.
wait.
It looks good. That's with like the zombie kind of thing with like the guy and the girl,
It's not zombies.
or it's like post-apocalyptic.
It's post-apocalyptic.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. We don't know. We don't really know what's even in
People
it.
are
But
going
they kept
crazy.
it pretty safe.
It looks fucking awesome.
Well, I mean, when they put out a teaser for Last of Us, it was like they put out a TV, a little video
Yeah.
of something that happened in real life with these ants, and there's like a parasite that goes into their brain and affects their whole nervous system, and basically turns them into zombies. And what it does is the ants will go up plants all the way to the top, and then they make them get eaten by birds so they can infect the birds. Which is really fucking crazy. So, they kind of had this weird teaser trailer on there, and that was all it was. It showed this bacteria or these parasites going to ants' heads.
I don't remember seeing this, but I'm excited about Ellen Page.
Yeah. Right.
Even though she's totally not in the game.
You're
Touche,
thinking,
my friend.
you're
I think
thinking,
she's in
you're
the-
thinking about Beyond. Or
No.
Beyond Souls.
She's totally the girl in this. I don't care what anybody
well,
says.
it was like hardcore, but they changed her out. So
she
she
still looks like
What,
it.
what,
It's
what,
very
what's different
silly.
now? Does she have a ponytail?
She has a couple scars.
Pretty much. She
And an
is
eye
the
patch. That way nobody will know.
she's the prototype for modern day gaming woman.
either way, all right. This game looks really.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm really
yeah,
excited
this
about
game.
it.
So it looks good, dude.
If you guys have not heard
Well-
of Last of Us, slap yourself.
Was there a lot of emotional strings being pulled in the Uncharted series? Was it action first? Did they
It
have
seemed like more action
storytelling?
first, but
Yeah.
once you got familiar with the characters and everything, there was like
Good
tension
story.
between characters, and you did get
And the whole
attached to.
movie feels what makes this movie.
Yeah,
this
very
game.
cinematic.
It feels like a movie. You're like,
Yeah,
I'm literally taking part of this movie, and the
Exactly.
comedy is so great.
It is. It's on point.
And
Everything's
it's
good.
Nolan North. Let's be honest. Nolan North makes that game. Without Nolan North,
I
that
agree.
game would not be half as good.
Nope.
So there you go.
They know
And
what.
if you feel the need to send us a copy of Last of Us, feel free.
Yeah.
We will be happy to
We
do
will
that.
Totally beta testing.
We are, a very respectable operation, but we will take games to
Oh,
talk
yes.
about. We'll review them, see what happens. We'll pass them around.
We'll let you know who sent them. We'll say
Yeah.
we'll give you praise, and we'll play them for you when
Yeah.
we talk about it.
Yeah, but Ellen Page Simulator is going to be awesome. I'm really excited about it.
No, but Beyond Souls looks pretty good though. With
Oh yeah,
honestly.
totally. That totally
that
does
looks
look good,
interesting,
even
so-
though that's really with her. But let's
Yeah.
be honest,
Yeah.
we're all lying to ourselves.
I know. It's all about Last of Us. The last hoorah of PS3.
Definitely.
The last hurrah.
Definitely.
Yep.
The last of the segment? Challenge? Maybe?
Hi-yo.
This
Unless
kid-
Segways. I try.
These segues are ridiculous.
I might not be bringing a lot of the heat.
You're pretty
I might
good,
be,
Dean. You're
Not
pretty
much. The segues are pretty good, dude.
Well,
All right.
is any more for you?
we are-
Any more emotions for you? You're good. You're done.
I'm tapped out, man. I'm
He's
emotionally
ready,
drained.
He's ready to segue to shut
I've been
the
saying
hell up at
the
this
thing,
point.
It took me like 10 minutes to work up that
To go to
segue.
bed.
That
That was
segue.
really good, though. I'm gonna be honest.
And you know
Probably
what?
your best segue.
And we just spent the last 2 minutes undoing that segue.
Okay.
Listen, keep it natural.
All right. I want to talk a little more, but let's just.
Okay,
let's
yeah, what you got, man? What you got?
Well, I was going to talk about.
What you got,
okay, if you have like family or whatever, you have brothers. There's a God of War game. I know this might sound crazy, but there's God of War Ghost of Sparta on the PSP, where you actually talk to you find your brother Deimos. I'm not
Kratos
sure.
has a brother?
Yes, he does.
Whoa.
Actually, if you play God of War 3, he has many brothers.
Is he angry?
Of course, rage.
Nice.
But the cool, I don't know. It just the cool thing with that is you go to save your brother, and you fight along each other, and it shows like flashbacks between U.S. kids, and that affected me a little because I have a lot of brothers, and
Yeah.
I was like, you're gonna say I have a lot of kids.
I have a lot of kids.
It comes out.
And brothers who have kids. No, but I mean, it just reminded me of me being a kid as well, and like fighting with your brothers and shit like that, or trying to overcome something with your brothers or your siblings or whatever. I'm not sure if you guys have any or not, but whatever. But that was just a game that really affected me in a way like that, because I mean, there's a point where you're fighting against Thanatos and he's trying to kill your brother, and you have to save them. And then you guys fight alongside each other, trying to fight Thanatos, and the battle is really cool. And it's if you guys there's an HD collection for it out on PS3. You guys should check it out. It's really good. Play it, please.
Okay.
PSP version, but it's all HD'd out for PS3. Check it out.
Video Game Brothers, Sonic Dark Brotherhood, Shadow Sonic.
Fuck you. No.
Awesome game. That was a PSP God of War original release. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Those games are good.
Yeah, dude,
Awesome.
I was surprised on how well they looked and
I
played out.
want
For
to
the
go
PSP.
back and enjoy some of the handheld PSP stuff. I sold it a little bit too early. Got rid
I
of it.
have them. I have an extra PSP.
And those work on the Vita scenario, or no? Maybe.
I think they do. But you got to buy them off. Obviously, you
Check
got to
it
buy
out,
them
dude.
off the
Check it
PlayStation Store. So, or you can I can let you borrow a PSP and you can play it like that.
Cool.
Either or, whatever. Good.
Cool.
Cool.
2 hour
Hey.
mark, man. 2 hour mark.
Holy shit.
Pretty good.
Wow.
Another
Awesome.
long ass show. Another good show. Emotional gaming. Anything else running your guys' gears? You have to get out of your system. Anything we missed? I feel good.
I think I'm pretty good for the most part.
Yeah,
I'm good now.
feeling pretty good.
Totally awesome.
But the cry now.
We are going to take a little cry break. We're going to get these the cry balls out of our system. Be
Cry
back with
balls.
some very short news segment. There's like one good story I got, but we'll figure something out.
Great. All right.
We'll be back with news. Thank you guys for tuning in, and catch you guys soon. And we are back. Thank you guys for sticking with us past the 2 hour mark. Dark Side of the Kingdom. I mean, we shouldn't have to thank you. You guys subscribe. You guys enjoy us. We enjoy you.
You like us on Facebook?
We hope you do anyway.
You check us out on the drainage already. You guys read the drainage.net.
There you go.
You guys are members of the Facebook page. Struggling here. Booze. First time we've had booze in a few episodes.
We
I like
love
it.
you guys. Thank
Yeah,
you
we
for
love you guys.
your.
Labor of love.
There you go.
News. Gentlemen, it's been a slow week.
Well,
Slow week of news.
I guess kind of. I mean, we had the Xbox One announcement, so I guess we could kind of right off of that and see what people were thinking about that. As well.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, C3. Oh crap!
weeks away. Kind of excited. So it's kind of the lull of news.
That'd be a fun podcast.
And it will be. Xbox, did we hear any kind of like trickling down from last week? Any other rumors being...
Well, I guess we could talk about, I guess the sharing thing going on. Like, once, I guess it's not really be sharing. So, I mean, once you get
The lack thereof.
Yeah, I mean, once you grab a game and you put it in your system, you download the whole game onto your Xbox One, and the disc is pretty much useless. And if you want to let a friend borrow that, this is what I've heard.
Yeah.
If you let a friend borrow that and they want to do the same thing, they'll have to pay a fee of, I believe, the full retail price of the game.
So it sounds like the disc, when you buy the disc, you put it in your system. It's more of like an access window into the gaming experience.
Yeah.
It's like a level of, you can get rid of it. So
Kind of like the old computer games. Remember
Yeah,
when you
it's
used to
like-
load your
Interesting.
computer game?
Yep.
You're like, I'm done with this.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. You're like,
I don't know. Kind of indifferent still since last week. My emotions are kind of the same. I mean, I don't like that.
still neutral, but you
Still-
don't like
yeah.
that.
So neutral. I don't know. I will say that it has come to surface that PS4 has kind of a similar thing.
Yeah,
with-
everyone's still like they still not.
They're gonna do it.
showing
They're gonna
everything.
totally do
They're not
it.
showing everything. Jeff Knightley of TV fame, of journalistic fame, if you will, it's
Definitely.
Is
he
that the game trailer guy?
game trailer guy. He was basically on his
Yeah.
bonus round TV show. He kind of leaked a little bit of thing, basically saying something to the effect of Sony. He kind of leaked it. Is going to do the similar thing. I have an exact quote. The one thing that is amazing to me right now is that we're not hearing a lot from game publishers about what their view on this is. Console companies are becoming the bad guys. Microsoft is getting beat up a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Sony hasn't responded, and basically haven't said anything remotely touching on the topic, and revealed they're kind of doing a similar thing. So it sounds like, used games are dead.
Yeah. It almost seems like buy GameStop. It's
Brutal. Yeah.
not that it really.
They're not gonna get rid of it yet.
Shit.
They still need it for
I-
the brick and mortar bullshit.
Exactly, but I mean, it's just these games are pretty much, I guess, are gonna be dead for the
Now,
most part.
the immediate repercussions we talked about a little bit last week, as fighter gaming goes, you can't bring a fighting game over to your friend's house, play it multiplayer, enjoy it. Sounds like
That's so depressing.
isn't that depressing?
That does kind of
Similar type of experiences, more like multiplayer type games are gonna have that similar type of thing, to where you can't just pick it up, bring it, play it. I don't know, man. Kind of in similar vein, the Xbox verification. I've heard some more about it. Now, in order to, I think every 24 hours, your Xbox One is going to check in the license of the game. So if you have it hooked up to the internet,
What?
So it's always
will
online.
check in. The thing is, whether it's always online, technically it's not always online.
It's always online.
But
Get
it
the
will.
fuck outta here.
It will need to check in every 24 hours onto the server. So
It's always online.
So it's
dude.
always online.
Yeah,
I'm getting there, bro.
Why
I'm
don't
getting there.
Why don't they just go and
It
fucking
sucks.
say it? Just stop being an asshole and say, you know what? All right, kids. Yes,
Dude.
your nightmares have come true. We're always gonna be online.
Don't try
Sorry,
to say-
but that's the way it's gonna work.
Let's not pretend Sony's mutually okay.
It might be the
next
same
gen
way,
in general.
but
I'm not liking it, man.
They're probably gonna be the exact same thing, but they're just like they will just let Microsoft make all the announcements and be like, "Oh,
Yeah, right.
we're kind of doing that," but
'Cause-
yell at them, be mad at Xbox. They're terrible people.
Because there
They eat
wasn't
babies all the time.
there was an uproar. Twitter arose over the PS4's
Yep.
rumored games.
Yep.
DRM. The people have spoken. Did Sony respond?
I'm not too sure. I don't think
Yeah.
they did.
I don't think they did
honestly.
either.
I think no one's gonna say anything.
But I think,
It sounds like they're in cahoots. Microsoft and Sony
Totally.
are talking behind the scenes.
yeah,
Is that bad? That's kind of dangerous.
I don't like it.
It
I don't
may
like
be
it.
dangerous, but I mean, that's just the way of the future. I mean, if they decide to go that way, what are we gonna do? There's nothing we can do.
we're all gonna buy Wii U's
Oh.
finally.
It's looking a lot better.
Nintendo's gonna-
Nintendo had
only
us
way.
right in the beginning. They're like,
Yeah.
these guys are gonna get pissed off in the next year. Fuck them. We're gonna wait.
Where are they from?
Nintendo rules the world.
Yeah, that's-
Where's Nintendo from?
Sound like Boston there.
I didn't know they were from
Really?
Iceland. That was like
don't
an
know.
Icelandic.
That was
kind
pretty
of-
good.
Reggie Fils-Aimé.
Yeah.
Where's he from? I don't know, man. Troubling times for next generation, I think, is kind of the
I think we're
basis.
overreacting at this point. Once we get used to it, everyone will be like, "Oh, whoa, wait."
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, yeah, it's gonna blow over. I mean, everyone's up in arms about fucking always
Yeah.
online, all this other bullshit.
I mean, it's been a
it's-
week. I'm excited for Xbox TV. A lot happened. I
Time for
am.
NBA over here.
I am, dude.
I
Don't
think-
even, dude, I'll get on my soapbox. NBA 2K is a fucking brilliant game.
Okay.
I'll talk about it if I have to. I'll talk about it for another
Please
2
don't.
minutes.
We get it.
Let's just let's not no.
I did. Okay. Well,
Thank you.
do there's people out there like, if you liked NBA 2K, let us know. Let us know on the Facebook page.
If you don't, please let us know.
Okay, we get the point.
Hashtag be mean to Dean.
Hashtag, where's my sandwich?
There we go. Perfect.
Hi-oh.
You got it, brother. News.
Yeah,
It's
it's
slow
a
week
little
for
like.
this.
Well, I mean, there's also an uproar about the Xbox One. Sorry, not letting indie developers publish
Oh,
their
yeah.
games.
Yep.
Do you have anything on that or?
I have the story here. Let's read it in real time from Polygon.com. Microsoft will not allow independent developers to self-publish their games on Xbox One without partnering with Microsoft Studios.
You know what's funny is like about that too is like
Yeah.
they never announced anything. It's like Microsoft put all the shit out there, and then everyone had their initial shock, whatever. And then once they were being asked questions, that's when shit started hitting the fan like hardcore, and people were like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
Troubling times. I don't know, man. I don't know what to get.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the indie developers are not too happy with that at all.
Yeah. PS4. Now, I'm kind of unfamiliar. It sounds like for their a couple months ago they had their PS4 event, championed, indie developers.
They're doing it now too.
What does that mean now? What does that mean exactly? Like, what does that amount to?
I mean, they're letting them do pretty much whatever. They just want, I guess, more indie developers to put stuff out for their system as well. So I mean, I think they're just trying to get cozy with all these indie developers and everything like that too.
It kind of blows my mind because it felt like Xbox Live specifically
in the beginning.
Arcade really hit it.
Yeah, exactly.
Knew the market. They even had like a tier below Xbox Live where they kind of had like student developers can kind of get in, buy the dev kits, release games. Exactly. And it seems like that's kind of going away.
Yeah, it seems like they flipped it. So now it's like Sony's doing that, and Xbox, Microsoft is just like, nope.
I think it's the best thing they could do too, because I think, in my experience of the current gen, the best experience I've had was the download games and the indie games than from the big box sale games. Like there's 4 or 5 games that are stellar blown away games, like the Uncharted and whatnots, but when I keep going back to were the indie games that I've downloaded that I've just fell in love with.
Agreed. I mean,
I think those are going to be the future of the better games.
Yeah. I think, I mean, a lot of these indie developers are like, they're like the left stage of what the main people are trying to do, I mean, so it's totally different, and they're trying to do something different to it made a little more on the creative.
They take chances.
Yeah, exactly.
Monetarily, it's like a cheaper buy-in. You kind of create like a raw gaming experience, get it out in the wild.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these guys now, it's like some of these games seem almost cookie cutter of like like Call of Duty and all this other bullshit like that. So they got their formula of what they're going to do, and they know what they're going to do, and people are going to buy it. So but these indie developer guys are willing to go out on a branch to try something different, and which is kind of cool because I mean, I like to try and see what these guys do, and like
we need more different.
We need a lot more different. I'm tired of the same old FPS.
Yeah.
Here's your gun. Here's your map. Kill those people. They're different from you.
Yeah. Press X to jump. This is.
I mean, we were playing a little bit earlier today, like just before the show started, just Dreamcast. Going back to the Dreamcast itself, just like singular arcade
style
experiences,
gaming,
less just narrative kind of like templates of gaming, and just more so just like less is more, just more unique original ideas. It seems like we don't get that anymore. It's so
weird,
so safe.
We need
Everything
more weird,
is safe.
is what I should
It's
say.
true. I mean, I think with the next generation, I mean, AAA games are always going to be out there, whatever. They're always going to come out. But I think the main, a lot of the cool stuff that's come out is definitely going to come from the indie developers, and them being able to chew anything they want, what the fuck? Just any way they want to be creative, like just giving them whatever they want to do, just to try and try something different. So I mean, I think that's gonna win over anything over than the AAA games.
Yeah,
that's what I think. So. What I'm trying to say is, go play Thomas Was Alone.
Bringing it back.
Hell yeah.
The initiative. More parallel.
I think the big thing is that the bigger companies are just less likely to take the risks that we need in gaming.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. We need new experiences. You can make your Call of Duty roster update 2008 every year, and people are going to buy it no matter what. But they're not going to be willing to take the chances that.
Well, what I did like about the Xbox One, the reveal, what they said they were going to have 15 games or.
Yeah, there's gonna be 15 new games.
8 of those were gonna be original.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's cool.
Like new IP.
That's not. Yeah, I mean, that's what I really like. I want to see something original and something different. So I mean, we've had Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, and now Naughty Dog's rocking out Last of Us, which a lot of us are. We can't wait for this fucking game to come out. So it's cool when developers, they'll take a break and try something different. Like I said, The Last of Us is gonna be awesome, and there's no way it's not gonna be awesome. Come on. I shouldn't say that because it could be shit. I don't want to shoot myself in the foot.
I can't wait for that podcast.
Don't call me Wii U. Anyway, but I mean, I want all these other people just to develop games. I don't want sequels. I want something new and different.
Yeah. Generally, with like a new system launch, new system cycle, you expect new original IP. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. You think it would.
I think the best part too is that PlayStation and Xbox don't have mascots, so we can't expect a mascot game.
That's true.
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, So no new
Is that
Halo,
good?
you think?
Unless they make a new Crash game, because we
Yeah,
need a
exactly.
new Crash game
Halo.
right now.
What?
I mean, I'm assuming
Okay,
there's going to be a
that's
new
sketchy,
Halo.
not good.
New Halo's
PS1,
coming.
Of course.
Yeah, obviously.
God of War is not going anywhere. God of War might come back, you think?
But they're not really the.
I don't know.
They're not the quote mascot
Mascot.
Yeah,
of the
they're-
system,
Yeah.
which I think is probably a great idea for them.
I mean, if there was a mascot for Xbox, there's probably gonna be the Master Chief from Halo, the Halo series. So
Yeah. It's definitely not Blanks.
The biggest mistake they've made.
PlayStation
There may or may not be a copy of Blanks 1 and 2 in this room. There may or may not be.
I'm gonna think there is. But I mean, I don't think God of War is gonna be a mascot. You know, Kratos
It
is gonna be
seems
a mascot. For
we're very. I mean, 98. Even pre PS1.
Crash Bandicoot was like
The
a
end
mascot
of
for-
mascot gaming. Seems
Yeah.
like we're kind of beyond that now.
Unless you're Nintendo.
Which is all their gaming. But everybody's a mascot in Nintendo. If you're a
They're
good game,
hanging on.
you're a mascot. So it's not a terrible thing. Don't
That's
get me
true.
wrong. I'm fine with Mario, Link, Luigi,
Yeah.
Samus. And
Samus.
I mean, I would like to say. I think we talked about it in one of the first or second episodes. Nintendo, new IP. Give us a new mascot already.
I would like a new game.
when was the last
like when
guy-
they did Pikmin, which I guess the last big IP that they did separate. It was a great game. Pikmin's great.
That was the last Miyamoto
Yeah.
new IP. I haven't played it. You haven't played it, Percy?
Pikmin's
Jeff, you played
amazing.
Nope.
it? Is it good?
1 and 2 are still great. I can't wait for the new one.
Because I mean, it seemed they redid it with the Wii controls. It seemed like that would have
Yeah,
helped. That would have
totally.
added a lot to it.
It did seem like it got a nice uproar when they
Yeah.
announced it for the Wii U. Whenever that the hell's gonna come out.
Pikmin 3, I think.
Come out 2 more years, whatever. Jesus Christ. Development forever.
Yeah. News slow.
Yeah.
Wii U slow. PS2 slow. We're good. I don't know. I don't know. Drudging towards the end of this episode. Anything else grinding your gears, guys? Good week.
Not really.
Feel pretty
Feeling
good.
pretty good. I'm honestly just waiting for E3 because I want to see some new games.
Yeah.
You're not going to see them. It's going to be really disappointing.
All right. Let me.
I hope not. But
Ian.
they have
I
one.
can't wait to see some sequels.
Glass is half
in E3.
empty, apparently.
I'm just
My glass is all
expecting
empty.
to be
Haven't.
disappointed. It's
Really? For both
There's
systems?
got to
Yeah.
be
Or for all systems?
just too much hype. It's just not
E3
possible. I always
has to be
expect
games.
so much.
They got to
and
deliver. They have to
It's going
deliver.
to be numbers and charts and pie charts.
So here's the thing, though.
and I don't care how much money you're making. I don't
They got
give a
rid of all the
crap.
pie charts and shit with the Xbox reveal last week. All that shit's out of the way. There's no more, boring shit. Raw gaming, E3, raw gaming.
I doubt it.
I hope so.
It's going to be like,
I
hey,
think
We
so.
all hope
it's
so.
going to be da-da-da-da-da-da, Ridge Racer, and then $599.99.
Yeah.
That's what the whole E3 is going to be.
Ouch.
No.
PS4?
Yeah, nice.
New Genji. New crowds, anybody? I don't know.
A swing and a miss.
And it's a miss.
Strike. I'm not sure. I don't know. I want there to be more games.
I want original stuff. I would love more original stuff.
There's gonna be obviously gonna be sequels, but I would like to know what everyone else is working on. Like we got like Epic. I want to know what they're working on right now.
They don't make games anymore. Epic stopped
Is that
making
right?
games.
God damn it! Well, everyone left, so
Yeah, that's because they don't make it. They're only doing system.
Son of a
not,
bitch.
Game engines.
game engines now.
wow. Well, we got nothing then.
Yeah. E3, nothing to look forward to. Stay tuned for the E3 show.
No.
Look forward.
It's gonna be a great podcast.
We got. There's gonna be something.
There's
out.
going to be something.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
I just can't wait to see the game that's gonna like shock all of us and be like, wow. We
I
wanna
remember
play
last year was
Hopefully.
Watch Dogs was crazy looking.
that. That does look cool.
I hope that's
it still
all
looks
Good,
cool.
actually.
It
I hope
still
that's
looks
awesome.
cool. I think it will be awesome.
Is that like a tweener franchise?
Yeah, it's a tweener.
Yeah.
It's a great. We should copyright that now.
I like that.
Yeah. Copyright it. Friend.
Nice.
You got it?
You
Not
heard
much.
it here first.
Not
Dark
much.
Side of the Kingdom.
Not much to brag about. We got some things to brag about. Dark Side of the Kingdom. Good episode, gentlemen. I think we should probably try to wind this down.
All right, well,
Totally.
this,
Perhaps,
I think
perhaps.
we're
As
good.
elegantly as possible.
All right, we're good.
Um,
Maybe a soapbox for everybody.
Yeah.
Hefe, you got anything to say?
No, I think I'm good.
Yeah,
Okay.
really, it's your platform, man. I mean, it's,
Yeah, you got
you're not, all
nothing?
week, you're not gonna have this opportunity. Anything?
Nothing. All right. Well, where can people find you? Anywhere.
Hefe of Doom on Twitter.
Nice.
All right. Hefe Doom on
Same
Twitter.
Instagram.
All right. Ian, you got anything to say? Just whatever you want on your mind. What's on your mind right now?
I got off my soapbox last week.
Soapbox. It was a good soapbox.
I agree.
It was a great soapbox.
Pretty tall.
Pretty tall. Pretty tall. You can follow me on Twitter at a little too raf. I do not post. And
Now,
Very
No, no, no,
nice. I love it.
I want you to spell that out because I found it.
I found
a
it.
little too Raph.
It's-
I don't think it was you.
The number 2.
Two?
It has the number 2.
Okay,
Yeah, you
not
go.
TOO
No.
because it was
And
definitely
it has
somebody.
a picture of
I was very disappointed.
Of a Duncan's Ninja Turtles.
How do you not put Raphael on there?
There's Raphael in there.
Oh,
When you
okay.
see, I have Raphael.
Okay.
And then you can follow me on Facebook under Ian H. Mars, and my website is ianhmars.com. And goodbye, internet.
And done.
All right, Dean, where can people find you?
At deanpizzo.com.
Awesome.
Or no, at deanpizzo on Twitter.
All
Deanpizzo.com is a thing. You can check that out too. TheDrainage.net, of course. That's the go-to for Dark Side of the Kingdom.
And I believe we're, if you want to find it, we got our own page on there as well. I believe it's thedrainage.net
Yes.
/ Darkside Kingdom or Darkside of the Kingdom.
Sounds good.
Either one of those.
Just as a side note here, I'm impressed with Dean today for having a Dreamcast.
Okay.
Put it out there.
I'll take it.
If
Nice.
you've never played Shenmue, give it a try.
Shenmue.
It's fucking awesome.
It's amazing.
Just saying.
Thanks for the correction.
I've never had more fun
Thank you, sir.
not doing anything in the game before, just like exploring, just being
One of the first,
a citizen
absolutely.
in Japan. Was it Japan or China?
It's
First
Japan.
one?
It's Japan.
Okay.
You go to China.
You go to China.
Do you have the game?
Fantastic. I do not have it. I do have
I still have
Shenmue
it
2 for
in the
Xbox,
case.
if that's any consolation.
I have 2 of them in the case, actually.
I have that, and I still have my Seaman with microphone.
All right, guys, put your dicks back in your
High
fucking
five.
pants. Jesus Christ.
All right, yeah.
All right.
If it's any consolation, we were playing Dynamite Cop earlier.
Fucking awesome.
Awesome game.
All
Check us out on the drainage. Real quick, maintenance too. You might have noticed some finicky stuff going on with the iTunes feed. If you hit refresh, you might notice the show downloading into a new feed. It's the last time that will happen. RSS has been figured
Everything's
out.
been fixed.
We're
We're
good.
good to go. And also, I am Percy. You
Percy.
can find me at The One Pariah.
Yes.
It's a number 1. The One Pariah on pretty much any social media outlet, whatever. Twitter, Instagram, even my PSN,
Okay.
whatever. I'm all over the
On
place.
Journey, how do they find you on Journey?
You can't.
You can't. I'll go.
You have to be lucky.
Yeah,
That's me.
Morse code. Cool.
There
man.
you go.
Awesome. And Facebook users, check us out. You'll get some little tidbits of things. We debuted a Crash Mode downloadable lemmo.
Yeah,
downloadable
it's very
lemmo
nice.
level. Check it out.
Maybe we'll put
Share.
out. Maybe we'll put out. I'll put out another one for Pushmo as well. So in the future, we're gonna start posting a little more on the Facebook page as well. So
Keep it going.
lately, just posting just random shit. You know, even like game sales and stuff like that. So, but in the future, I think we'll post a lot more of everything, really.
Yeah.
So,
So, good stuff.
find us on Facebook, like us.
I feel good.
We're on Twitter, Darkside Kingdom.
iTunes.
iTunes, please, reviews. Reviews are very real. That's like the currency of the digital age.
Please, it would be awesome. Give us some stars. Don't be stingy. Give us 5. You got 5 to spare.
There you go.
Just fucking rip them out of your asshole and throw them at us. It'd be awesome. Thank you.
Very nice.
Hey.
Colorful. Very
stuff,
colorful.
awesome stuff.
All right, don't rip them out of your ass. Just
Dark
pull them out
side.
of your pocket and just give them to us.
Let's go back there a little
All
bit
right, you know what? Just throw them up and all right.
Violently, but
5 stars, please. Thank you.
Dark Side of the Kingdom. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a fantastic episode. Gentlemen, guests.
Yeah,
Jeff,
thank you guys for coming
Ian,
in.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for
Get you
coming
guys
back
back on.
in.
No
It'd be
problem.
awesome.
Very soon. Dark Side of the Kingdom. Catch you guys next week.
Awesome.
Totally.
Thank
Right.
you, people. Peace.
This is a song for the children all over the world. From Canada, Europe, and Mexico, to Russia, America, and Tokyo.
Okay, let's do this.
You know, do you read The Goon? Do you know what The Goon?
I read all the
I just bought a comic called
Vulture?
Satan's Sodomy Baby.
No, but it sounds ridiculous.
It sounds
It's
It's
on
ridiculous.
The Goon,
ridiculous.
and like it starts off like a dude fucking.
Hold on.
pig.
Satan's Sodomy Baby.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
All right. So
It's a goon. It's called the goon.
Okay.
Continue on.
It's from the Goon. It's in the Goon Saga or whatever universe. And it starts off like a dude fucking a pig in the woods. Like okay, like on the very cover of the story it says Satan's and it's a baby, and on the cover it's a warning. It's like this, if you are offended by this and this and this, don't buy this book. If you're offended by this, don't buy it. It goes on and on. Anyway, so you're like, there's this guy fucking a pig in the woods, and it turns out it's Satan.
Of course.
And the pig turns into Satan and impregnates the guy, and the guy like gets pregnant and shits out a baby.
That's a lot of action for a couple panels. I don't know.
No, it's crazy.
Sounds pretty good.
He shits out a baby, and it's like this cute, adorable devil kid. Like it's all red and everything, and it's this big ass fucking dick, and it just goes around terrorizing everything. It'll take out his dick and piece fire and like destroys forts. Like, and the goon and his partner come in like, how the fuck are we gonna get rid of this thing? They don't know what to do, so they get it and they shove it back up the guy's ass, and it keeps poking his head out, and they're like getting a hammer and smashing it back in.
God.
They do not know what to do, and they shoot it in the face, and they don't know how to get rid of this fucking thing. It is the funniest and weirdest, creepiest one-shot comic I've ever read.
Have you guys read Axe Cop yet?
No, Axe Cop?
Yeah. Axe Cop is the best thing on fucking print in the
Axe
world.
Cop is hilarious.
It is so good.
It's so
I don't know,
random.
Have you read it? Dean.
You hear Axe Cop, I saw the movie in my head already. I saw
It's
the whole
coming
thing
to
in my
TV.
head.
It's an animated show that starts next year
Yeah.
on Fox. It's a cartoon a comic that is written by an 8-year-old and drawn by his 30-year-old brother, and it's the most amazing thing
Yeah.
you'll ever see in your entire life.
random
You'll never
as all.
hear the term good guy and bad guys more in a comic book ever. Like, the good guys make a bad guy machine that makes bad guys. And you're like, fuck yes! And the dinosaur has Gatling gun
That's my
arms.
favorite thing.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
It's a T-Rex with like aviator glasses, and
And
his
Gatling
arms are
gun.
Gatling guns.
We're very simple creatures.
Oh my God,
Good
it's
guys,
so-
It's
bad
so
guys.
fucking cool. Seriously, it's
Writes itself. I'll check it out.
I have the single shots of all of them.
sick.
All right.
I have a couple.
You guys ready for this?
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
News.
Let's finish it up.
Shit happened.